And once again, we are back. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. That right there was another tune by one Mr. Daniel Tidwell. That, of course, was, well, see, the song itself is called Dragonborn from, Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. But the thing about that is that song is basically the main overarching theme song for the entire Elder Scrolls games. It's just, well, the series as a whole. It's just that's specifically the version from Skyrim, I guess, minus the Nordic chanting that happens in the main, version of it. Anyway, that was off of his Versus Video Games 3 album from back in 2015. So yes, I figured that'd be a rather fitting one to go with because, well, we're going to be playing some more Oblivion. So, there we are. Although, if I'm being honest, I was really tempted to just find a random track from Chrono Trigger and play that, because while I was preparing myself to stream, I just listened to a bunch of songs off of that soundtrack, because I don't know if I've said it enough while I've been playing that for Retro Sunday, though I know I've only really done 2 days of Chrono Trigger now. Fairly spread apart at that. But, man, there's just so much about that game I love. So much. And it's got probably one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game. And you know me, you know how I feel about video game soundtracks. Alright, 1 second there, folks. There's a couple of things I need to do here. Because apparently I haven't fully prepared for this yet. Yeah. Let's see, there's a folder I'm looking for on my desktop. There we are. Yeah, I got a couple of files I need to clear away from my main drive. Which I neglected to do before I started. Just to clear up a bit of space, As I've been working on these videos, these streams, to post them and stuff like that, I've been, shuffling files around and, compressing them to store them away and exporting stuff and all that jazz. Alright, that should be enough to clear up some space. So, there's always a bit more on the drive than there really needs to be. I have to do a lot more organizing to straighten things out. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, soundtrack for Chrono Trigger. Man, I mean, And there's a lot of really good reorchestrations that have been done for it, too. I might actually give you an example of one of those when I go to stream it again on Sunday. But that'll be for then. Oh, one other thing I'm going to mention before I begin playing Oblivion is I ordered a couple of shirts a while ago, and I'm actually wearing one of them right now. You may have seen this one around. I know a couple of people have bought this one who stream, and I don't know, I just, check that out. Which is kind of fortuitous that this is a thing that I'm showcasing, actually, because apparently they recently announced that they're going to be doing a free update to Untitled Goose Game at some point that adds co-op, so you can have 2 horrible geese running around ruining everybody's day, which I'm cool with that. I don't know how much of that I'm going to get into myself, but I like that that's a thing that's happening. Much as I really like this shirt. This was a sound purchase, I feel. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive back over to Oblivion. It's been a while since I played this, so I can't quite remember what I was doing. I think I was farting around the Imperial City. Hopefully everything works, but I usually don't have any issues with Oblivion when I stream it. Well, aside from the random game crashes and such, but that's good old Bethesda for you. Even with the fan-made patches that's supposed to fix everything. Although one thing I've noted is that maybe I should try to reconfigure my OBS, seeing as how I haven't actually done that since I've upgraded everything. So I could probably go in there and re-optimize everything, and maybe I would be able to play something like Slime Rancher with higher settings. If not, I'm cool with playing that at medium settings all the same. What was I doing? Yeah, I've got a couple of things that I have stolen. Of course, but the fence I can sell those to in the Imperial City is one that was added by the DLC. She's in the market tunnel, and I don't really know when she's supposed to show up, so I'm gonna hang off on that for now. Oh yeah, let's deal with the Imperial Corruption quest. That's one I can deal with pretty quick. So what's going on with that? It's like, I spoke to Jensine in the Imperial Market District about the corrupt watchmen. She told me the same story as Ruslan and Laronk. The Imperial Watch Captain Auden Zavidius is extorting money from the shopkeepers. They are all too afraid of him to do anything about it. I need to find someone with the authority to stop him. She says only another watch captain would be able to arrest him. Let's see if we can go find somebody to deal with him. Come back to check up on me, have you? Don't worry, I'm still kicking. Sometimes I'm even amazed myself. Storm is coming. I just hope my roof won't leak tonight. Is this your little shack? He's got a nice little lean-to, anyway. Leap! How much money do I have, anyway? Because I know there's a ring in there. Yeah, Ring of Iron Fist. I've actually got a note made of it.
Greetings. You have my ear, citizen.
Oh yeah, he's the angry fellow.
Captain Lex blames the Grey Fox for stealing the tax collection. He wants a bounty put on the Grey Fox, but the Legion commander has refused.
What a crying shame.
You too.
Is this what he always wears, or did he actually change clothing, if that's the case?
Imperial brother. Hail. Have you ever
It's an interesting thing for an NPC to do.
About wearing light armor? He can teach you a lot about using light armor. So long.
Bye. Have you heard of the High Elves? Ran into a mud crab the other day. Disgusting creatures.
You have my ear, citizen. Afternoon.
One day I'll take over Father's position, and I will be the leader of the Rincodons. Yeah, good for you.
Do you need something?
There's something strange about Ida of Lenore. Greetings to you. I heard she was
Sounds like the
climbing up the
skin-grab
chapel
branch of the guild can't
just
even keep
so
track of
she
its
could
members.
jump off.
How appalling.
She likes jumping off things.
I get the distinct feeling I'm not going to actually be able to find that fence lady. She might not even show up down here until the later hours of the day. So I guess I won't bother with that for a while yet. Shame, because I've got all this stolen... all these stolen goods just burning holes in my pockets.
Hail. Hail. Afternoon.
How goes it?
Hello, guildmate.
You have... There's evil afoot, citizen.
Corrupt Imperial Watchman.
If you've got a complaint, tell it to the watch captain. I've got better things to do than listen to you whine.
Like, I don't know, maybe trying to discover who murdered the Emperor, yes? Where can I find a watch captain?
Go see Hieronymus Lex. He's a pompous fool, just like you. He might listen to your complaint. Move along.
For a minute I thought the game crashed on me right away. Oh yeah! This guy's corpse is still here.
Tidings, citizen.
Greetings, my name is Alanis Medici, and I'm a priest on a pilgrimage to the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. Have you seen it yet? It is truly remarkable. Have you come alone? To the Imperial City? No, a fellow priest has come with me. Her name is Claire, and I'm sure she's around here somewhere.
Go ahead.
Is the arrow pointing me towards a watch captain, perhaps?
Well met, guildmate.
Yes. Random selects, although
Unless you have word of the Grey Fox, my time is limited.
I know for a fact he's not going to be able to help me that much. I don't know if I've actually talked to Lex yet.
Never compromise. Never blink. Never wink at injustice. Never quit trying to make this a better city for everyone.
Because he is the law!
He's just a thief. He's supposed to be the head of the Thieves Guild. Oh, what a joke. Can you imagine a bunch of thieves trying to form a guild?
That seems to be a very...
Nobility hate him, but the peasants and the beggars love him, especially in the waterfront.
Seems like a very odd thing for him to say, because he's the only person in the Watch who believes that the Thieves Guild is even a thing, so... I believe that might be a slight, dialogue glitch, yes.
I don't have time for this now.
See?
The Grey Fox is on the loose. Take this problem to Itius Hain. He's also a captain of the Imperial Watch.
As I go, the Grey Fox, he's just a myth.
He's just a thief.
Yeah, yes, he's just a thief. No big deal. But I'm too worried about him to help you with my corrupt brethren.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
Have a coin, beggar.
Thank you, kind sir. You mean the Holy Hermit? Blessings of Mystara upon you.
Have I been in here yet? Compound the Order of the Hours? Yes, I have, I think.
Good day. Bye. I hope I can...
Yeah, I've been in here. They don't really have anything, to do, I suppose. I like how I sort of climbed over that thing.
Good afternoon. Oh, hello.
But no, it'd be neat if I was able to actually join these various orders. Maybe there's some...
Trespassing in the Imperial Palace is a serious crime. Do not venture beyond the first and second floors.
That's what he's supposed to tell me. Just because you're blind doesn't mean you don't know what your job is. I mean, if anything, that should be a clear indication that he's a moth priest.
Can you spare a coin? What is it, citizen?
Go ahead.
There he is! Get back here! I got a complaint.
Itius Hain, guard captain. You don't want to know me. Stay on the right side of the law and we can stay perfect strangers.
But what if I do want to know you intimately? I just can't resist a man in armor. Of course, I'm wearing armor myself, so I don't know. Can't resist myself. I am one dead sexy orc, after all.
A short stay in our lovely Imperial prison should cool your enthusiasm for a life of crime. The drunk tank, in particular, has a unique aroma.
Been there, done that, Idiot.
Why should I trust your word? You'll have to do better than this to persuade me to take action against one of the other watch captains.
Of course.
All right.
Either I've got to butter him up or grease a few palms.
You... really? Please... Is that so? Really? Interesting.
Interesting.
Not... I wish I could... Please. Is that so? That... well done. Not... Really? That's just talk. No. You... remarkable. Really? You should... All right, I get it. These are very serious charges. If you can get 2 witnesses to testify against Auden Zavidius, I'll arrest him. Otherwise, I can't help you.
2 witnesses, coming right up.
I hope your witnesses are willing to come forward.
Oh, I'll convince them. The only way I know how. Extreme violence.
Isn't Tertius a dreamboat? I'm Romana Valeria. I'm such a lucky girl.
Really, I couldn't tell because of the stupid grin and wild look in your eyes.
It is so hard to find a man you can trust in this big city. Sure, Tertius has had his share of girls. Just look at him. But all that's changed now. Be seeing you.
Sure thing. I like this little pavilion they have set up back here. It's very nice. Very, very quaint. Watch Captain Idius Hain is willing to arrest Auden Zavidius if I can produce 2 witnesses that will publicly accuse him. The only victims I know are Ruslan, Laurent Glurzog, and Jensine. I'll need to talk to them. Excuse me? Nah, it's only Matthias Draconis. He'll get his. Oh, he'll get his.
All citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace, at least from...
There's that blind moth priest who's still horribly confused about what his job is. The palace guard humor him. Saves them from having to tell people.
What can I do for you? Good day.
A damn thing, apparently. Oh, look, here's this weird glowy water.
The Fighters Guild took care of it? Good work. No. Is it true that man did?
Now, I don't think Jensine will actually come forward, but let's have a chat with her.
See anything you like?
What I like is testify against Auden Zavidius.
You want me to publicly accuse Auden Zavidius of corruption? I'd sooner swim naked in a pool filled with slaughterfish and mud crabs.
I'll take that as a
I
no.
offer the finest goods and the lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Which I suppose I should expect. Oh yeah, I need to go separate out that stuff at the Mages Guild. Yeah, I don't really think I've got anything I want to get rid of here at the moment either. Hang on to the soul gems for now too, I might need them. I don't know for what, but I might need them. No, escape doesn't work that way in this game.
Let's keep my problem with Auden's just between you and I.
Really? What if I do this? See? I'm not touching them. At least not in a way that's going to make you call the guards. The weather always seems really crappy around the Imperial City for some reason. I like how this little water feature seems to serve absolutely no purpose. Probably smells like dead Argonia. Or was it a Khajiit I found clogging the aqueduct? One or the other.
Hello.
It's a
Hello.
fancy fucking dress you got. Who are you?
Go ahead, please.
Oh, add an NPC who has absolutely nothing to do with anything. Hey, Rustlin is home, but I can't talk to him. Go in here, though. Hello, orc brother.
Jim, I've heard that you've been asking around about that corrupt guard. Just don't mention my name. I have enough problems.
You're gonna have some more if you don't.
The Imperial Watch seems awfully worried about the Grey Fox. Look at all those wanted posters. Testify against a watch captain and accuse him of corruption? I don't think I'm willing to risk doing that.
Well, what if I chat you up some? How
Go
about
ahead. I accept. I have no choice. Remarkable. You think... Don't try to manipulate me.
I'm going to threaten you into testifying against the guy who's been threatening you.
What a... Sorry. Not... Whatever you want. What... I wish... That's... Not now. Not later. Not ever... I don't... I wish I... What a dumb joke. What a... Sorry, I see. Testify...
Nah.
We'll see. What
Fair.
a thoughtful gift. Testify against...
Oh, for frick's sake.
Certainly.
You're going to bleed me dry, man.
I appreciate the gesture. This may be the stupidest thing I've ever done, but I'll testify against Auden Zavidius. I suppose someone has to stand up to him. I'm going to keep a low profile for a while.
Good idea. Lorunk Gro Glurzog has agreed to testify against Auden Zavidius in the morning. Now I just have to get Rustlin to testify as well. Yeah, I don't think I can persuade, Jensine. I don't know why the hell I have that hunch. Anyway, if you excuse me, I'm going to break into your friend's house and convince him to testify. Maybe I'll just wait outside his door. Oh, he's not home anymore. My magical, mystical map marker tells me he's moved.
You have my ear, sis. Speak.
I think he's hanging out at one of the local taverns, if I am correct in my guess. Yep, Tiber Septim Hotel.
Good evening.
Goodbye. Oh, this place is hopping in it. And she's just here picking her nose.
Welcome, friend, to the Tiber Septim Hotel. I am Augusta Aledia, your hostess.
I am Dranik Grobol, your orc.
Where can you find some fun? That depends on your idea of fun. You can bet, fight, or both at the arena. There are plenty of sights to see and plenty of places to shop, but the Watch frowns on brawling and adventuring in the city.
Underneath the city is fair game, though, right?
Everyone's talking about the assassination, of course. Here, take my copy of the new Black Horse Courier. Go ahead. Keep it. Take care.
How do you do?
Hello, friend. I'm gonna chat you up,
Have
friend.
you seen my friend Lorunk? I'm worried about him. You're very curious. Perhaps too curious for your own good.
Is it because I'm just sort of leaning in real close and staring you in the eyes? Has that got anything to do with it?
The Gilded Carafe. A fine store with a terrible name. You want me to testify against Auden Zavidius? You're crazy. Exactly how do you intend to persuade me to do that?
Well, I mean, have you seen my
All right.
lovely conversational, there you go, conversational game of Simon Says?
So you say. Sure, that's cute. I accept. Don't try to manipulate me. Not. Don't, please. I'm sorry. That good. Whatever. Not now, not later, not ever.
I like how for both Lurank and Ruslan, legitimately to convince them to testify against a guy who's been bullying them, I need to bully them. Because, you know, I'm the hero.
I see. You want me to...
Nah, of course it's not enough.
See. What a thoughtful gift. You want...
Nah.
Tell me more. Well, isn't that sweet of you?
You assholes aren't cheap.
You've convinced me. If I don't stand up to him, who will? I just hope I'm not committing suicide. Take my advice. Stay away from the watchmen.
I've convinced both Ruslan and Lurank to testify against Odin's Vidius. I hope Idias Hain is true to his word and arrests his fellow watch captain, otherwise those two are going to be in a lot of trouble. I could keep an eye on those two and make sure they go to see Idias first thing in the morning.
I'm on my way to talk to Idias Hain.
Are you really, or are you just going home?
Speak. Have pity, sir. I got nothing to do.
I guess Idias is hanging out there. Well, let's wait until morning and see if they're true to their word, Which he says as if he doesn't know that they're true to their word. Maybe I'll just stand out here and get struck by lightning. How goes it? Oh, he's actually over here.
Yes?
That's an interesting suit of armor you got on.
Bye.
That's a new one on me, my friend. I'd murder you for it, but I don't know who you are.
Have my ear, citizen. Hail, good... Can I help you, citizen? These are very... Find me.
Well, right now, I'm just going to shadow you on your rounds, just to make sure those two guys come talk to you. We'll drive all the ladies mad with our swagger. You stop swaggering. No, that's not how this works. Oh, don't just stare at me.
So, what do you have to report? Remember that Argonian, the one from yesterday? Little bugger pulled a knife on me earlier. I had to put him down. Don't forget, my friend, you and I are what stand between order and chaos. Without us, the Empire would crumble. All right, the pickpockets and pilferers ain't gonna catch themselves. Best be off.
Best be off and go oppress some more Argonians.
Speak. You have my ear, citizen. Yes? I shopped at Three Brothers a couple of days. Goodbye.
So are you just standing here waiting for my witnesses to show? There they are!
I'd like to report a crime.
I'd like to report a crime. Watch Captain Avidius stole all my money while I was shopping in Jensen's merchandise.
What is it, citizen? You have my ear, citizen. Can I help you, citizen? These are very... If you run into trouble...
What can I... Damn watchmen. I bet they're all crooked.
Including the one you just talked to? And we're gonna swagger our asses down to, accuse Oddens. I'm gonna hover in the background and leer at him while we do. So where are you going, precisely? Where can this asshole be found? Or I'm tailing along behind this guy, and I'm just picturing myself just sort of offhandedly picking locks so I can break into houses later. Where'd he go? Oh, there you are.
You have my ear, citizen.
Where are you going? Are you getting confused? I mean, come on, you guys are damn near psychic. You can always find me wherever the hell I am whenever I commit a crime. Why can't you find one of your own?
By the gods!
By the gods!
Aldens of Vidius, you are under arrest for extortion and petty theft. Surrender peacefully. And keep what little dignity you have left. I'm surprised, Hades. I didn't think even you would stoop to arresting a fellow captain. Only those who break the law. I'll take my chances in prison rather than fight you. Someday, I'll get out. These that turned me in will pay.
Unzavidius has been arrested. That should make Jensine, Ruslan, and Laurent happy. Hopefully it will serve as a lesson for any other guard that is thinking about shaking down innocent civilians. And now I do my happy dance.
Hello.
There he is glaring at me. And now I've just become arms.
I've just been arrested for corruption, so I'm not in the mood to talk.
Sure you don't want to talk of that? With me, your bro, who got you arrested? Who the hell are you, anyway?
Go ahead, please.
Ignar Rodblock.
Goodbye.
Hey, is there anyone hanging out in the baths?
Morning.
Peric! No horseplay around the pool. You have to be considerate of other people here trying to enjoy themselves. Well, I'm sorry, Peric, but it doesn't look like there's anybody here trying to enjoy themselves. Maybe they're just all scared of you.
Greetings.
Welcome to the public bathing house. Please go through the fire door to change out of your clothes. Visit the gardens through the fire door and up the stairs. Enjoy the display of finely woven tapestry circling the staircase. On loan from the Weavers Guild. I'd say I would come in here and steal everybody's clothing, but it doesn't look like anyone's even hanging out here. I mean, who wouldn't want to go for a public bath on a rainy day? Purdy. Right, Purdy it is. Ah, hello Rose, welcome to the stream. Oh, this place is nice. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought these were free-range plants. I don't have a bounty, though, so fuck it, I don't care.
I'm waiting. Just go away.
Oh, don't mind me, I'm here to tend to the plants. You're the gardener here? I am. I raise most of the plants you see here from seedlings I got from the Arboretum. Still not as pretty as the Arboretum district, but I sure am trying my hardest to get it that way.
Good day.
Sorry for ruining your hard work.
Stop right there,
Oh,
crooked
damn!
scum.
Ah, fuck it.
Hope you...
Oh wait, no, I said go to jail. I wanted to pay off my... Oh, jeez. Okay, there's an autosave here. Let's just reload that. I don't want to go through that fuckery. Alright, what else is on the docket? Oh, I've got a package to deliver to somebody in the Arboretum Hotel. Let's do that. Might actually dart into the arena.
Look at the muscles on you.
Look at the fancy dresses on the two of you!
Go ahead, please. Take care.
Oh, hello.
If you're looking for books, First Edition is the only place in the city to find them.
It's a shame all the smaller bookstores are gone. I guess they just couldn't compete.
Go on.
We're all talking about the Emperor's murder.
Go
We
on.
have no Emperor and no heir. That's never happened.
I have a package! Oh, I see the emote is actually active. I don't know how great it is. It's much tinier than I would have anticipated, but I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? I feel like I might have to redo it. Might have to re-edit it. Also, it almost looks like he's got, like, shades or something. I mean, his eyebrows are really dark, but I don't know if they've just kind of merged together because of the tininess of the picture. I don't know. I might have to redo it. I'm amazed it actually works now, though. It seems like it took quite some time for them. Oh, you modified the emote and put the shades on. Okay. Although it doesn't look overly horrible, I guess. You know, not as bad as I thought it would. I don't know. I might stick with it for now. Especially considering, you know, it's just this guy. My statue. You have a bathing room?
It's you. Hi.
Jamaica the Fantastic! Hello there, I'm Jamaica the Fantastic. I'm pretty fantastic, don't you think? Oh, darn it, I can't even convince a stranger. I'm not fantastic, I just get people to call me that to make me feel better. The fantastic one in my family was Tamika. Sure, you've heard of her and her famous wine. Her wine is found all over Cyrodiil, and what do I have? Nothing. You'd think with us being twin sisters, she'd let me work for her so I could make a little money, but she won't even tell me the time of day anymore. Not since she started making so much gold. Your parents had, like, the real stupid twin naming conventions that a lot of people do, it seems. Okay, the original doesn't look too badly. Alright, that's too badly, yes, because that's the proper way to say that. Yeah, he's not as bad as I expected. It seemed like it took quite some time for it to, for them to actually approve it, but I don't know. Oh, something else I would like to test too, if you don't mind, Rolls. Type in !YouTube. because I've added a few commands to the chatbot that I've got in there. I just want to see if that actually works. I can't remember if I tested it or not. Welcome to the Arboretum Hotel. Our location in this wonderful nature reserve here in the Imperial City makes us one of the most sought-after lodging places in Cyrodiil. Okay, looks like it worked. Good. Good. I've got a few things added to the chatbot. Okay, the link works as well. Good. I also need to work on setting up timers for the bot too to yeah, I don't have one for that. I don't have one for that set up yet. I think I've only got a couple of commands set up with it so far. I've been very slow about setting it up. Although I do have the quote one set up, so if you go exclamation point quote, I think, it'll give you one of two random quotes I put in. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Yeah, it forces me to put in a game, even though that doesn't really have anything to do with the game, but that's something Bake said when I was streaming Soul Blazer once. And it forces you to put the date in too, but that just shows not the date of the stream, the date that I created the quote in the list. I remember that was something specifically that was really bizarre that Baked said during that stream that I remembered. What's so special about this hotel? Apart from its location, our hotel is not only surrounded by nature's beauty, but it is integrated with it also. Downstairs we have a hot spring bathing area where you can relax to the sound of clear running water while you simply cleanse your worries away. And upstairs we have our own internal nature reserve teeming with tame wildlife and beautiful lush surroundings. I have a delivery for you. Thanks, here's a tip. Perhaps you'd like to stay in the hotel for a couple of nights? When we next have a room available.
Bye.
Okay, so it seems like a few of the things, the few commands I do have set up for this thing work, so that's good. Means I can further expand it later. You sure this is a natural hot spring? It looks like a goddamn temple. No, I think that might be it. I think that's all I've got for it so far. Although if I alt-tab out of it, there's another one too, I think. Yeah, that's the only other quote I've got in there so far. There's only just two. On occasion, zombies just sound like angry cats. There's one that only I can do myself, but let's see if it's gonna work. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I've also got a shout-out button for whenever I feel like doing that. Like, specifically, like, if anyone raids me or whatever, I can do that. Just, you know, keep circling people around to the various streamers. There are so many little bits and bobs you can activate using bots and even the integrated Twitch stuff itself, but I'm like, I don't know, quite the Luddite when it comes to stuff like that.
Greetings. This one's name is Urjabi, and I run the tavern here at the hotel. I have plenty of good food and drink for sale, so please, take a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, I'm just using the Streamlabs one that's automatically in Streamlabs OBS. I've heard that the Stream Elements one is a little bit better, but I figure seeing as how I'm already running Streamlabs OBS, I may as well try to poke around with it using this. I might end up changing at some point or another, but we'll see.
Captain Lex blames the Grey Fox for stealing the tax collection. He wants a bounty put on the Grey Fox. But the Legion commander has refused. What can I interest you in?
May you have safe travels.
Hail.
Ah, they're replicas. Wouldn't do to have random lethal weapons out. Who are you and why do you have a random dog? Also this dead rabbit. Fellow ranger, come to see the beauty that is the Arboretum? What do you do in the guild? I tend to the wildlife here in the Arboretum. I keep checks on all the plants and trees as well, and make sure everything is running smoothly. I sometimes do the weeding of the gardens myself and pruning of dead or overgrowing branches on trees, but my daily concern is combating any diseases that threaten the animals or the plants in the Arboretum.
Farewell.
Looking forward to 3 years from now where you hit affiliate and you can play around with the toys. Well, see, the funny thing about the bot, though, is that the bot, I'm pretty sure you can mess around with already, just as long as you're using Streamlabs OBS. Or, alternatively, you can use Stream Elements bot, too. There's a few different chat bots that you can use, and I don't think you actually need to be affiliate or anything like that to use them. Lessie? Hello?
Take care.
Sillin? Babe. Well, for a minute I thought they had like a goddamn camel or something over here because I thought that wolf was part of that rock. Tiara. Tiara's whelp. Tiara's whelp. Nice bust. Those books are fake! I get the feeling there's not really going to be much in here for me to steal. Nah. Although the tarnished copper ring is something I could potentially poison and put on somebody, seeing as how it's got 0 weight. Alright, cool. I'll see you in a bit, Rolls. Honey crock. Delicious honey. Nom nom nom. Grasping fortune. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, there we go. Ah! Ah! And Dranik goes, ah! Alright, so do I have anything else I can do in the city right now? Well, I've got the Independent Thievery one already started. I gotta go to Chadenhall for the next Thieves Guild quest. I can go into the arena. Yeah, I might go into the arena and get into another couple of fights just to gain some more cash monies.
How goes it?
I do want to go to the Mages Guild too, don't I? Can't recall where the hell that is though. It's down there. Arcane University, yes. I have some jewelry I wish to destroy. Oh, I've destroyed the book. Now let's see if I've got it right how this works. So if I put in that brass pearl ring, for example, and I hit separate. Cool. Do I have anything else I can do that with? Amulet of Kings! No, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, no, I can't do anything with those. Now, what are the low, medium, and high settings again? Let's see. Now let's just see what I've got in terms of gems on me that I can maybe mix together. Got floor. I've got floor. Yes, you heard me. I've got 4 flawed pearls. Let's toss those in. And I got 1 pearl. Perfect. 3 flawed sapphire. Yeah, I think I need this shit to make certain spells in his little spell reactor thing. Doesn't look like I've really got much of anything else I can use, though. Seems like I need 3 of each. Anyway, enough of this weird magic-y dealios. Let's go punch people in the face. Something I know I'm good at. Although, first and foremost...
No talk, only train. Bronwyn and Salith, we become combatants in arena. We fight, we be champions, we be famous.
Cool.
Sorry, friend. No time to talk. My friend Salith and I are training to be combatants in the arena. It takes a lot of dedication to do what we do.
Well, I just kind of stumbled in there and punched like half a dozen people to death, and I'm doing great. Damn it, you're not supposed to see me. There we go. It's kind of like flailing around the pillar trying to unlock the chest. They've got a very specific item in here I want. I don't know if it's any use to me now, seeing as I've got those gloves that I'm wearing, but we'll see. Bands of Quang Lao. Fortify hand-to-hand 20 points. That might actually be better than the gauntlets I'm wearing. I'll take the Song of Romir, and I'll take your gold. Song of Hromir, is that, that reeks of skill book to me. Yep. Okay, so that fortifies 20 points. Yeah, that only fortifies 8. But it also fortifies strength, so let's see. So right now my hand-to-hand damage is what? 7. So if I equip this... Still 7, but I think it... I don't think it stacks here, I think it stacks when I actually do damage. Whatever, I'm gonna keep those equipped. I think I'll hang on to those gauntlets all the same, I'll just plop them in my chest back home.
Good to see you, Brawler. Your training's going well, I hope? It's our home away from home, isn't it? I guess you could say the Blade Master and Battle Matron are our mother and father, huh?
How devilishly hilarious.
That's Isabel. She's sort of the arena den mother. She handles the logistical stuff as well as the training of the Grand Champion. That's Owen. He is in charge of the arena, arranges the fights, trains combatants, that sort of thing. Been that way since Gaiden Shinji.
You saying he's been around for thousands of years, or you're just saying that the Blade Master does that?
Who is Gaiden Shinji? Are you serious? Gaiden Shinji was the first arena Blade Master. It was he who oversaw construction of the arena back in the First Era. The arena was his dream. To this day, an arena combatant lives by Shinji's credo. The best techniques are passed on by the survivors. To be the best, learn from the best. Ironically, Shinji himself was killed shortly after the arena was completed. Even he could not survive the 30-year siege of Orsinium.
Good to know.
Farewell, my friend. May your blade always strike true. And first.
Thanks for the, history lesson.
Stop! And who in Shinji's name might you be? Look, if you're a spectator, go upstairs and talk to the gatekeeper. This ain't no damned peep show.
But I'm a gladiator.
Oh, I see. So you're an arena combatant. Well, isn't that nice? Now get out of my face!
Sure thing, you angry, angry woman.
Well, well, well. Still alive, are we? Amazing. I never thought you'd make it past the first combatant. Just make sure you remember your place, Brawler.
Mind if I spar with you? Oh, there's another interesting little thing here, too. This little Easter egg. Branwen, the lady outside that I stole some stuff from. Owen, I know you don't believe me. I know you think I'm just some stupid kid who doesn't know what she's talking about, but the truth is the truth. You are my father. One night with a scullery maid is all it takes. Or maybe your father deserted you too and never taught you the basic lessons of life? Anyway, the past is long forgotten. What matters now is you come to terms with the truth. I am your daughter, and I will join the arena as a combatant. Maybe someday, when I'm Grand Champion, you'll see that we have the same blood, the same tenacity. Until then day comes. I mean, you know, she probably struck out from home at an early age. Maybe she doesn't know how to spell that great. I'll train every moment of every day. All I ever wanted was to make you proud. Your loving daughter, Branwen. Yeah, I still don't know why these... Like, my luck, intelligence, and willpower, I don't know why they're so low. There's nothing really that should be doing it. Like, I don't have any, things happening to me. Anyway. It's so goofy.
You beating those twins is a good sign. You got a lot of fight in you. Let me know when you're ready to get bloody again.
Always. First, I'm gonna have a chat.
That's Isabel Andronicus, crabby old woman who sits over there. She's dear to me, so if you wrong her in any way, I'll rip your damn liver out.
I love you, Owen. You're so direct.
That's me, genius. Down here, I'm the boss. I don't care if the Emperor's ghost is floating around. In the Bloodworks, he answers to me.
I wonder if he would have said that if I talked to him before the, if I talked to him before the Emperor died. Seeing as how, you know, that's what the, that's what the mod did, yes.
The first Arena Blade Master. Best damned warrior that ever lived. Served with the Order of Diagna. Got killed fighting the Orcs. Azura rests his soul.
You got a problem with the Orcs, Owen?
The reigning Grand Champion is Agranacro Malog. His fighting name is the Great Prince. He's an orc. Well, half-orc, actually, or so they say. The important thing is he's been Grand Champion for nearly a decade. Why? Because nobody's had the guts to face him. The Great Prince is unbeatable. At least that's what the people of Cyrodiil have come to believe. Maybe it's time someone stepped into that arena and proved them wrong.
Aye, aye, Captain. And why are you scowling at me?
Your next opponent is a Khajiit. Not one of the quick, jumpy ones, either. This cat goes in heavy, usually with an axe. Now go get him!
Aye, aye, Captain. Throw a fireball into his face, gotcha. Something tells me burning fur is going to stink to high heavens, but...
Good people of the Imperial City.
Let me at him!
Welcome.
Let me at him!
The arena. The winner of this match will advance to the rank of Bloodletter. Who wants it more? The yellow team or the blue team? Let's find out!
I want it, man. I want it bad. Where are you?
Yeah!
Yeah! This match is mine.
Yeah!
You'll never take me.
I thought Owen said you weren't that quick.
Yeah!
Blue team power. You're the best the blue team has to offer. You'll never leave this arena alive.
Yeah!
Die.
I'm beginning to think he might be right.
Yeah! Yeah!
Here we go. Cold Emu.
Yeah! Good people! We have a winner! All hail the combatant from the blue team! Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
I like how they're cheering and jeering me, just bouncing the corpse around the arena. Oh. Sorry, I was, getting turned around as my brain was getting knocked around in my skull by that cat and his giant axe. The cat and the giant axe. That's a Dr. Seuss book that never got past his publisher.
Okay, so you can fight. Your new title is Bloodletter. You're getting into the real game now, kid. More gold for more blood. Don't disappoint me. You made it to Bloodletter, which is more than I can say for most people who step into that arena. Keep it up.
Will do. Right now.
The next opponent is a Red Guard. I've seen him fight with both a mace and a sword, so be ready for either one.
He comes at me with a sword tied to a mace, or a mace tied to a sword might be the easier way to work that.
the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. There's nothing better than watching two eager bloodletters fighting to the death for fame and glory. But enough talk. Let the battle begin!
Oh, that's a shiny sword you got there, my friend. Yay! Yay! This isn't going well at all. Potions. Potions now. Fire. Fire now. There we go.
Oh!
This ends here. This ends here.
Yes, it does.
We have a winner! All hail the combatant from the blue team! Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
I like how I just sort of kaboomed his sword toward me, so I'm just picturing I did that out of spite and then I get impaled by his flying sword. Good people of the Imperial City, I don't really know how to call this one. A draw, perhaps? Death by stupidity? Who knows?
That was a good fight, Bloodletter. You really showed that Redguard who's boss. Here's your take. Now go clean yourself up.
Let's do one more. Let's do one more and that'll be enough for the arena.
Come on, Bloodletter. Your next opponent wears a heavy raiment, but attacks with a short sword. She's like a heavily armored wasp and has the temper to match. Careful.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of allergic to wasps, so can we not? Can we just not? I'd sooner not. If it's all the same to you.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena.
Oh, my fingers are so weird.
You came to watch these two bloodletters do what they do best, and they're dying to prove their worth. So let the bloodletting begin.
I feel like actor Wes Johnson, because that's the guy's name, had way too much fun doing that role. Well, I think he had way too much fun having, way too much fun with most of the roles he had in this game. Wait until we see Sharagorath. Nice little hop you just did.
Show me what you've got.
Yeah.
Dink!
Good people, we have a winner. All hail the combatants from the blue team. Victor from the blue team, leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
Because of the way fatigue works in this game, I can't help but think I'm just like Homer in that episode where he becomes a boxer in The Simpsons, where my whole thing is just have them tire themselves out wailing on me and then I can just punch them a little bit and they fall down.
Okay, so you killed the Breton. Don't get a big head. Here's your payout.
Anyway, that's enough of this. Let's repair my shit and put it back in here. So I think I've also got a set of that armor back home as well. Wait, no, not those. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell which of those is better. I got a bit more cash anyway. Not a hell of a lot, but a bit. Alright, so what's the next thing I want to do, I wonder? I feel like I want to do the Virtuous Blood one because I can get a fair bit of money out of that. I don't have to go too far outside of town for that. Where do I have to go for that, I wonder? Yeah, I'll check the map when I leave the Imperial City for that. Yeah, let's do the Virtuous Blood one.
Well met.
Well, let's have a chat with these folks, see what they have to say. They say new things for every rank you
You're
attain.
at Bloodletter rank now, right? I caught your last match. Those were some pretty impressive moves.
What, you mean getting stabbed repeatedly and then punching somebody in the face?
Farewell, my friend.
Ah, so it's Bloodletter now, is it? I remember when I achieved that rank so very long ago. I showed such promise, unlike yourself.
So very long ago, so you're just saying that you're getting old and weak? How polite of you to wait. Let's head on down to my crap shack and unload some stuff. I was supposed to do that, I gotta fast travel here. The way the map gets kind of screwy in the Imperial City now.
You have my ear, citizen.
Hopefully Fence Lady is here somewhere.
I'm listening.
What is it?
I don't see her anywhere. Like, I only saw her a couple of times, and now she seems to have vanished. This guard's caught her stealing or something and straight up murdered her. That's possible, I guess. I may as well pick up another delivery too while I'm at it. I have to deliver a package to Black Horse Courier. It seems a bit odd, honestly, but alright.
It's how they recruit.
I think after I'm done with that Virtuous Blood quest and I want to leave the Imperial City, I think I might just rapid fire do a bunch of deliveries so I can do intra-city deliveries. Because Coral is probably the next place I'm going to go. Largely because I do want to carry on with the main quest so that I can start the Dark Brotherhood quest line, because there's a specific glitch that I want to see if I can get to work involving starting the Dark Brotherhood quest chain. I don't even remember where I got that. Put away a bunch of this crap. Oh no, I want to hang on to that because I might be able to do something with it, and this doesn't really weigh anything anyway. Put away all these paintbrushes I have for no stupid reason. Well, no, it is a legitimately stupid reason, let's be honest. Alright. And now we have a lovely little sleep. Go deliver this package to a company that's supposed to deliver things, which is bizarre in of itself. I'll see if I can track down Mr. Jenseric. Maybe I need to wait a little bit. God, the weather is terrible.
The Black Horse Courier. Brothers Urjabi and Rajarad, and I, Hasiri, we bring the news of the Empire to the people of the Empire. Fast, fast! Here, have a copy. It's free, always free. We're funded by the Elder Council, so I don't mind, really.
I love that laugh. Such a good laugh. Anyway, I have a delivery for you.
We
After I talk to you.
operate throughout the Imperial City and Cyrodiil. Very fast, very accurate. News happens, the Black Horse Courier is there.
See, if you really wanted to operate some insane conspiracy theory, it could be it's like, you know, this is what's happening in the world of Cyrodiil, right? It's like, I heard somebody say the Black Horse Courier were responsible for the murder of the Emperor so that they could move more newspapers. Never mind that they don't actually make money off of this.
You too.
What are you guys doing up there? Well, that's a new addition. They've got folks just fucking gibbeted outside. Or is it gibbeted? I can't recall how you pronounce that. Cyrodiil's a scary place.
Yeah? What?
I've been pardoned by the Emperor.
I'm going to have to remember that one. You don't expect me to believe that, do you?
Not even for 100 gold, but I have all my things.
Was there anything... What?
Okay, so I can actually bribe him. Visit a prisoner, that's what I want
I'll
to do.
unlock the door for you. Of course, I have to stay with you in there.
Well, you don't trust me? Oh, it's down this way.
Don't get too close to the prisoners. Prisoners may not accept gifts. So tiresome. Don't get too close to the prisoners. I haven't got all day.
What's the matter, Aldens? You don't want to come up here and talk to me?
Prisoners may... So I wanted somebody murdered. So I prayed to the Night Mother. What is that? A crime now? They even took my house, those bastards. Ah!
Ah! There, I have a sneaking suspicion that your quote-unquote prayers are going to be answered.
What is it, citizen?
Let's finally head out into the countryside and get the stink of the city off me again. Although before I do that, I need to grab myself something else to drink. I will be back in just a couple of seconds there, my friends. Just give me a moment to do a thing. I love how, like, I needed to download a mod that let me alt-tab out of Oblivion, but it still doesn't seem to work at the best of times. Oh, to hell with it. I was just going to turn on my BRB screen, but I'm not going to be gone that long. I'll be back. I just had to give myself another glass of water, and a glass of what I saw another streamer once describe as spicy water. By which, of course, I mean whiskey. Let's try this again, see if it works. I mean, that kind of works. Oblivion, when even the mods that are supposed to make it, you know, easier to use, glitch out on you. Anyway. So, we were going to go look for Mr. Roland Jensrick, were we not? And to do so, we need to go on over yonder. There's a couple of dungeons I can hit up along the way, but I honestly don't think I'm going to do much dungeon delving while I'm streaming, because I'll be here forever. This game is long enough as it is. Every now and then I might, though, just for shits. There's that Iliad ruin across the way, which is quite often one of the first dungeons people do in this game. That's actually a pretty interesting one. That's got its own little story. Mudcrab. Ridiculous. I found Sideways Cave. I found... Oh god, it's a Spriggan. I hate these things.
Yeah!
And that's why I hate these things. I will take that taproot, though, thank you very much. Oh hey, that looks like a way shrine of some kind. I think I actually need to use these things for the Knights of the Nine quest, though I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. Punch! Way shrine of Stendar. Protect the weak. Pray at my chapel altars to receive my blessings. Yeah, I gotta head back and have a chat with Sindarian about some Nirn route too at some point. Yo, Sindarian, I found all the freaky glowy stuff. Oh. Oh, praying at the altar must have, fully healed me. Good to know. I like how these forts have all gone in disrepair. Like, especially the ones that are close to the Imperial City. You think it'd be real easy to upkeep these things, you know? I do need to find more Shadow Banished wine at some point. I feel like there might be some in that fort there, but I don't know. Anyway, I have more important things to do. Num num num. Whiskey. I'll check something on the options. Oh, a lot of this is actually up as high as it goes. Yeah, because I think I've actually got it set to a fairly high setting anyway. So stuff is just popping in randomly as a matter of course, even though the settings are fairly high. Roland, I need to chat with you about a murdered woman. I've arrived at Roland's cabin. I should proceed inside to see if he's here. I should be cautious, as Serador warned me that vampires could be very dangerous. It's a nice little cabin he's got here, though, all the same.
Go away. I know what you're here for. Just leave me alone.
Sorry about that. Anyway, what were you saying there, Mr. Jensork? You're a vampire!
Vampires? Why would you ask me about those filthy creatures?
Serador says you're a vampire!
That bastard! Serador dares accuse me of being a vampire? Me? Ha! He's the one who is the vampire!
No, you!
I can't believe him. I knew he would try and pin this on me. If only I could get my hands on him.
You'd do what? Because he's a vampire. What would you do? Calm down and explain, Roland.
I'm sorry. I've been hiding up here in this cabin and I've forgotten my manners. Try and understand. I loved her. I'd never harm her. Ralphina was the love of my life. For the first time I had a positive outlook. Then I saw Serador looking at her with those coveting eyes. When she started taking walks in the garden at night, I became suspicious. I didn't want to lose her. I should have trusted her. Oh, Ralphina.
I started to have a positive outlook on life. If you'll remember, when I went down to his basement, despite the fact people say that he never really went out much, he had a fully stocked bar down there and a bunch of illicit drugs. So I don't know what this man's life was before he met that woman, let's be honest. What happened that night?
Yes, I must let someone else know. That night, I decided to follow Ralphina. I wanted to see where she went on her walks. When she stopped in the garden and Serador stepped out of the shadows, my heart sank. Then suddenly he was upon her. She seemed entranced as he wrapped his arms around her and sank his teeth into her neck. I burst from my hiding place and attacked Serador. He became startled for a moment and tossed Ralphina aside. She fell to the ground, and I heard a sickening crack as her head struck a stone. I was no equal to Serador. He knocked me down in one quick movement. As I lost consciousness, I saw him laugh and then run away. Now I know why he didn't finish me that night. He wanted to cast suspicions on me instead.
After he had his dramatic evil laugh, yes, makes sense. Why didn't you tell someone?
I panicked. By the time I awoke, her body was gone. I knew Serador was a respected member of the community. They'd never believe he was a vampire. I retreated here to the cabin to collect my thoughts.
But wait. So, what I'm getting out of this is he knocked him out in the garden, and he was there all night. When he woke up the next day, Ralphina's body was gone. But the way everyone's talking about it, it's like the body was found. So what? Did they just take Serador at his word on this? It's like, oh yeah, this woman is dead. It's like nobody knows where she is, so I don't know. I shouldn't be poking holes in the logic of a Bethesda game, let's be honest.
I suppose you must decide what to do. Are you going to kill me?
Yes, prepare yourself. No, I'm not going to kill you. Because I know for a fact he's not a vampire. And you actually get better rewards from this quest if you do leave him alive, so.
Thank you. I'm happy you gave me a chance to explain.
Funny thing is, it can be very easy for you to fuck this quest up if you don't know the twist. Because you can sneak in here, and I came in during the day, so he's awake, but if you come in during the night, he's asleep, which should be your first clue that he's not a vampire. But if you come in here with the expectation that he's a bad guy and you need to fight him, you would probably try to sneak attack and kill him in his sleep without ever knowing this.
As you know, the vampire can't remain in sunlight. I'd wager that you'll never see Seridor outside during that time of day. I know about Seridor and his secret order. What better way for a vampire to hide than to pretend he hunts them? You may want to speak to Phintius at the first edition bookshop in the market district of the city. I know he goes there occasionally. I doubt that he's told Gillen and Greythroat anything, but you could always try. Remain leery of Seridor. He's much more cunning than you may suspect.
The interesting thing, of course, is that after this quest, he leaves here. Oh, hello. Thanks. That's payment for me not killing you. I need that for a certain spell. I'm actually getting up to the point where I have everything for that spell, I think. I just need a Flawless Sapphire and a Flawless Pearl. I think I do have a Flawless Sapphire, though, don't I? I do, yes. So, just one Flawless Pearl, and I can get myself an Astral Mark and Recall spell. Roland Genseric insists he's not a vampire. In fact, he's accusing Seridor of being one instead. I should listen to what he has to say about Seridor and see if I can determine who's telling the truth. Roland tells me that he thought his lover was having an affair, so he followed her one night on a walk. He came across Seridor draining the blood from her neck. Roland says he attacked Seridor, and in the chaos, Roland's lover was killed. Seridor got away. Knowing Seridor was a respected member of the Imperial City, he panicked and ran to the cabin, where he collected his thoughts to decide what to do next. He decided what to do about this. I've stayed my hand, and will let Roland live for now. Decided to give Roland a chance, and I will investigate his story. Roland told me the Seridor makes the occasional trip to the first edition bookshop in the market district of the Imperial City. He told me I should speak to the owner, Phintius. I'm not even going to bother talking to the other two guys because Roland is entirely right. Absolutely, he's told them absolutely nothing.
Speak.
I believe old Phintius' bookshop is here.
Greetings, Guildmaid.
If there's a complaint about...
Hey, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. What can I do for you today? How do you spend your days? Well, I usually spend my mornings talking with my friends, Pedare Ferrano and Brisian, at the Arcane University. I'm a member of the Mages Guild like them, but I think I'm just a little too old to bother with advancing in rank. I was wondering what guild she was a member of. Then the rest of the day I just wander the city hoping something exciting might happen. It rarely does, though. I can make something exciting happen. You want me to throw a fireball at the back of that guy's head? It'll be funny! It'll be a good prank.
I don't know what Archmage Traven has. Good day.
I'm Phintius, owner and proprietor of the first edition. Look around. If I don't have it, maybe I can get it.
What a cheery fellow you are.
This is the only bookstore in the city. There's also Renoir's books in Coral, Machna's in Cheydinhall, and Southern Books in Leowin.
Ah yes, I'm well aware of Southern Books. It's run by one of my long-lost brothers, which you'll get when I get down there. There's a reason why I named my character the way I did.
I'm not really at liberty to discuss my customers with strangers.
Look at his eyebrow. The fascinating eyebrow he's got going on. But you seem so pleased and ready to tell me everything first.
Wares? What?
What?
Really? Interesting. That's... what nonsense? You're... oh, that... don't talk. Well done. Is that... I wish I could say that. Would you... Really? That works for me. I'm not really...
Nah.
Go ahead.
Everybody needs a bride.
What a thoughtful gift. Sarader? He comes in from time to time. Usually it's when he's out shopping. He always comes in with a large amount of travel food in his bag. Then sometimes he buys a few books. I asked him once about it, and he said that he goes out of the city on business trips. I think I overheard him once mention Memorial Cave to another patron of mine, but he never talked to me about it directly.
Memorial Cave?
Yes. It's outside of the Imperial City. I heard it's a place where many of the heroes from past wars are buried. Sort of a subterranean graveyard. I just assumed Sarader had a relative that died and is buried there. Not many people go out there anymore, as the route is dangerous. But Sarader's a stubborn one. He takes integrity for a man to risk his own life to honor the fallen. I admire him for that. I looked it up once in an old atlas I had in stock. Here, let me mark it on your map. Good day.
I hope you don't admire him too much, because bad things are about to happen to his face! Gotta warm up my punching fists. Wapow, wapow. Wapow. I've discovered that Sarader makes the occasional visit to a place called Memorial Cave. It's a burial site for many heroes that died in past wars. Sarader supposedly has a relative interred there. Perhaps I should go investigate. Oh, I kind of zoomed forward real quick there for some reason. Oh, Memorial Cave is down there? For whatever reason, I thought it was the one that was actually... because there's a vampire cave there. And I thought that was it. But no, it's actually a bit closer to the Imperial City. How shitty is Sarader at keeping secrets? Like, he starts openly talking about his lair and his favorite bookstore that he goes to so frequently. And that's gotta make you wonder, who was the other guy he was talking to? Was that another vampire, perhaps? Mysteries. It's a kitty! Which I'm going to leave alone. I use them as my, basically guided missiles if you watch my previous streams where I just sort of spawn them in from nowhere. Well, I may as well take the direct route. Well, that's just a random stone. I keep forgetting I have... Wait, what? Okay, so I can still swim, but I do have boots that cause me to run on the water. Interesting, that. Orc Jesus is coming to kill you, you vampire swine! You found Memorial Cave. Let's go make memories out of these vampires. By which I mean I'm going to kill them, offensively. Poetically, even. I've entered Memorial Cave. It's now being used as a vampire den. I need to see if I can find Sarader in here and put a stop to his charade. It's a game I hate. And their taste for decor absolutely sucks. I don't know why I took that silver knife. Here, you can have it back. There you go. Terribly sorry. Didn't mean to. Yoink. Although I didn't get anything.
Must have been the wind.
Ah! Must have been the wind, she says as she panics and runs away. Wait, are you even? Oh, now she's hitting me. With enchanted arrows to boot. Yes, I know you're warming up. I'm setting you on fire. Damn it.
Oh!
Ow. Why, thank you. I'll take those. Ooh, glass bow. I'll take that as well. And an elven cuirass. I'm gonna make a lot of money off of you assholes. You have a knife. Ooh, elven short sword, that's also nice. I was kind of hoping she had some arrows that she expended that were up here, but I guess not. Alas, I won't be that lucky. That being said, though, that's a damn fine bow. That's better than the one I have, so let's place that, shall we? Let's equip those just in case I feel like using them. Vampires don't like fire, so, you know, thank you for giving me the means to injure your brethren. Let's go this way. Oh, I'ma punch you in your bony behind, Mr. Skeleton. Gonna break my knuckles on your bony behind, Mr. Skeleton. Whack. Set you on fire with my magic hands, Mr. Skeleton. Of course, the fatigue thing doesn't really work when you're fighting something like a skeleton. I don't know that that was any point, but okay. Take that mace for now. I'm not 100% certain I'm going to want to keep it. Yeah, didn't you have a shield too? Where'd that go? There we go. Look at the puppers. You aligned yourself with the wrong creatures of the night, wolf. I feel like a wolf pelt might be something I need for a certain spell too, but I guess we'll see. This thing's gonna be a dime a dozen though. I have something from one of your friends. You're not gonna like it. Rawr. Maybe I shouldn't have used them all on that one vampire, but you know, it was fun. Dagger of Pain! It's like the House of Pain, except more stabby. only a flesh wound. Oh yeah, that reminds me though, I should probably equip some of the armor I've picked up, because that right there is probably better than what I've got on. A little bit, not by a lot, but a bit. The mithril greaves and stuff are better than my greaves of the tumbler as well, but I like the enchantment on that, so I may as well hang on to it. Look at me, I'm like a hoity-toity elf. Ooh. Although technically in Elder Scrolls lore, orcs are a type of elf. See if I can sneak up on this vampire and punch it in the tush.
Huh?
Huh? Goose!
Whoa! Ha! Die! Whoa! I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
No, I'm warming up because you're setting me on fire.
Ha! Whoa! Do your worst.
Hello, zombie. Yeah, I'd better quick save this because I haven't saved lately.
Oh!
Zombie, back me into a corner. Oh, these things are friggin' tough, apparently. I'm just backing myself into a corner, though, is the problem. Do I have any healing potions? There we go. Damn these. Follow me!
Oh!
I like how this thing is a damn sight tougher than any of the vampires I've fought in here yet. This is the true final boss. Crap. Random vampire wondering what all the noise is. Yeah, see, because the other annoying thing about this game, right, is even barring the stupid level scaling wherein things can get wickedly strong, much stronger than you, even taking that out of consideration, after a certain point, enemies stop scaling, but their hit points don't, so they just straight up become damage sponges after a while. So even if they can't maul you to death, like this thing is doing to me right now, yeah, even if they can't maul you to death like that thing just did. Well, I quick save right when it was fighting me, so let's go back to that. You can still take forever to attempt to kill an enemy. For no other reason than they just have so many hit points. I seem to recall that dread zombies have some of the highest hit points of any of the monsters in this game anyway, I think. Zombies usually do take quite a bit of damage to deal with.
Oh!
I might have a way I can make this quicker, though. That vampire I killed, he dropped a sword that, seems like it does fire damage. If I can nab that. Short sword of fire, there we go. Why does it not seem to— oh, there it goes. It's been working. I like how technically that's not doing any more damage than my fists do, supposedly. Oh, hello, Hollow Living. I only just noticed you were there. Sorry about that. I'm not doing too badly, thank you. Hopefully you're doing fine yourself. I was busy getting myself mauled to death by a zombie. As one does. Now I'm completely turned around. I'm not sure where that— oh, that's a wolf. The vampire I killed was over this way. There he is. Now, is this armor going to weigh me down? Almost. You know what? I'm actually going to do this the cheap way. I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave and come back just so I can sell this stuff. I'm going to give myself the rule, though, that I can only do that once. I can only duck out midway through a dungeon once to sell off crap. Other than that, I'm just going to pick and choose what I need to take with me. Look at this purdy fella. He's so purdy. Rocket District Ho! Hold on, now I need to— okay, there we go. Unfortunately, it's currently the middle of the night, so I'm going to have to wait. Not for too long, though.
How are you?
I'm not going to be playing Slime Rancher tonight, but yeah, I'm probably going to get back into it on, Tuesday. Oh yeah, that's right, because you stopped by during the Slime Rancher stream, didn't you? You said that you had a few tips for that, which I would greatly appreciate. It's a game that I feel like has a lot of bits and bobs involved with it, and I don't fully understand it, let's be honest.
It's my pleasure. Let's do business.
Can I haggle with you, my good man?
An excellent bargain.
Yes, I can. Can I haggle with you? Well, yes, I can, because his disposition has increased severely. Let's see, I don't need the dwarven bow.
That's just not reason.
Apparently I can't haggle with him too much.
You need to make a better offer.
Fine. Better. Okay, the glass bow is something I need. God, I'm still carrying that. I don't think that's in my hotbar anymore, though.
You drop.
Oh yeah, no, if you want to stop by next time I'm actually streaming Slime Rancher, if you got a few tips for me, that would be appreciated. I'm going to be streaming it again roughly the same time I was this past Tuesday, and it's going to be Tuesday again. Well, maybe. It's a bit up in the air yet. I don't know if I will be streaming next week. But I won't know that for certain until this coming Sunday when I'm streaming Chrono Trigger for Retro Sunday. But if I don't stream Slime Rancher next Tuesday, I will be streaming it again the Tuesday following. So it's a game that I am going to carry on with. Because it's adorable, and I feel like that's a thing I need. Do I want to sell that? Yeah, screw it. All fists, all the time.
An excellent bargain.
I know, I stream on weekends, it's just typically I only stream on Sunday. Like, I'm not sure yet. If I do throw in an extra stream on Saturday, I'll probably stream then. But, well, if I can throw in an extra stream on Saturday, I mean, I'll probably stream Slime Rancher then, but if not, I usually only stream on Sunday for the weekends, and that'll be Retro Sunday. That's when I usually do, like, older games on older systems.
That's a good deal.
Oh crap, my pants are broken.
An excellent... That's... You don't expect me to make...
Okay, 63% seems like the highest I can go with him. Until I increase my own skill.
I appreciate... Farewell.
Yeah, see, now I'm hitting the part in the game where I'm a high enough level and I'm finding high enough level loot that money shouldn't be too much of a problem anymore. Oh, you're hosting the stream? Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't usually have a lot of settings or alerts and stuff set up for that kind of thing. Maybe I should. Despite the fact I've been streaming for quite some time, there's a lot about the functionality of everything I'm not very well aware of. And Oblivion is a horrible game to try to alt-tab out of. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now that I've lightened my load somewhat. Yeah, no, my goblin staff isn't in my items anymore. There we go. That'll come in handy. I do play Skyrim, but I haven't streamed it yet. I feel like probably sometime later on, after I'm done playing this game, I might stream Skyrim at some point, probably trying to build the same character. Which I might need some mod assistance for, let's be honest, because Unarmed is not exactly a great skill in Oblivion as it is, but it's even worse in Skyrim. Although I think there might be a glitch involving the restoration skill in Skyrim that allows you to amp it up somehow, but I can't recall about that. I mean, by rights, I'd probably find this a lot easier if I didn't go with just pure hand-to-hand, or mostly pure hand-to-hand. But I like being a punchy orc. Punchy orc is fun. Oh yeah, if I do end up streaming Skyrim sometime down the line, it's going to be the remastered version, because I was lucky enough that I already had it on Steam, and when they first released the remastered version of it, anyone who owned it on Steam ended up getting a free copy of Remastered, so... which is nice. See, as much as I like the Elder Scrolls games, and I do like Bethesda's games, especially the last 10 years, it's just... I don't know the way they operate, man. It's just really confusing. Because I like Skyrim, don't get me wrong, but I don't see any reason why Skyrim still needs to be re-released to today. It's a game that came out 9 years ago, and there's probably just as many copies of it you can buy. It's been re-released at least 5 times, I think? Oh no, Dreaded Rat. But I mean, I could go on and on about that with Skyrim, but I wouldn't be saying anything more nobody else has said. Or, you know, everyone's talked about that at this point. Boop. Yes, if anything, they should remaster Fallout 3 in New Vegas, and that is something I exactly agree with you on, completely. Especially New Vegas, but I don't know how exactly that'll fly, because, that was created by Obsidian. Now, granted, Bethesda still owns the rights to it. So, I mean, they could just remaster, keep everything the same, except maybe use the Fallout 4 engine. Because, in terms of story, Fallout 4 was kind of meh overall, in my opinion, but I really liked the gameplay of Fallout 4. Like, mechanically, everything worked relatively well, all the random Bethesda-style glitches aside. Oh, I never played Fallout 76. Like, I don't really... I'm not a huge fan of online-only games anyway, so Fallout 76... Like, it was a series that I never felt like it needed multiplayer, you know? I mean, Elder Scrolls Online I can kind of get, because to me that is something that you could probably do. And I do... The little bit of Elder Scrolls Online I played, I actually enjoyed it, you know? Because you've got a big world, and you got all these different places that you never really explore in the mainline games, and you got this really big history you can play around with. But with the Fallout series, it's a very specific thing. Like, there's a lot of mystery surrounding what the state of the rest of the world is in the Fallout series. And I feel like just more specific personal stories in the Fallout games make more sense than just this giant free-for-all. Yeah, co-op. Like, if you had, like, some random co-op in a Fallout game, sure, I can get that, but... I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, shall we say. I'm going to shoot this ghost now. Okay. Damn. There we go. Now I'm going to shoot it with this goblin head. See, the funny thing about Fallout 76, though, when I first saw it, is, aside from the cooperative part of it, well, not cooperative, the, like, massively multiplayer kind of dealio with it, I was like, I actually kind of like the idea of the setting, you know? It's like a bunch of people actually come out of the vaults pretty soon, like they're the first people out of the vault, you're in a completely different area that wasn't really hit by the nukes, and it's fairly lush looking. And it throws in a lot of mutants that are themed after cryptid type creatures from the West Virginia area. Like there's a Mothman creature and stuff like that. And I just thought to myself, I was like, you know, that's actually really cool. I like that. I just wish it was a single player game. Because that's the kind of thing I'd like to explore myself. And of course, the fact that there were no NPCs really aggravated a lot of people. To the point where Bethesda ended up adding NPCs anyway because people complained so much about it. To feel like I should have kept that sword. Zombies are bad, man. What I gotta do is I gotta try to build up my magicka, and I've gotta get some summon spells. At the very least, that'll make combat a bit easier because I got somebody else to go after. I ran out of juice! Sweet magic juice. Both in the game and in real life, because I ran out of whiskey. If I kill this zombie, I might reward myself with some more. Perfect. Oh wait, no, it's not dead. There we go. Ooh, okay. Alright, yeah, let's give myself a little bit more. Not out of whiskey. I just need to refill my glass. Alright, let me catch up on the chat here now that I'm not being mauled to death by a rotting corpse. Oh yeah, I have heard a lot of stories about how terrible the launch for 76 was, which is why I'm glad I didn't get in on it. Like, I was thinking about signing up for the beta for it, but then I was like, no. Oh wait, no. Well, I gotta go grab an ice cube. I'll be right back and I'll tell you my whole thing about that. Like, okay, so back when they first announced Fallout 76, right, they said that they were going to be doing beta testing for it, which, I mean, you know, online games do that sometimes. And I was like, I kind of like the setting, and I like the idea of the game, but I don't know about it being multiplayer. So I thought to myself, you know what, if I can maybe sign up for the beta for the game, and if I get it, then yeah, I'll, like, you know, give it a shot, and if I like it, I'll get it afterwards. Now, typically, and it happens a lot with indie games, is like, if you're playing a beta build of a game, some people give it for free, like you do a sign up and they hand out beta keys for the game. In other cases, what'll happen is, you know, the beta launch of a game will be cheaper. Like, for example, I guess Minecraft is a pretty good example of that, because it wasn't until the full release of Minecraft that they started upping the price, or when they got pretty close to it. Because I remember when I first played Minecraft, I think I paid $5 for it, back when it was still in, like, I think it was late alpha, early beta. So, I mean, even if it was like you paid a little bit and then you had to pay the remainder of the price for the game when it was fully released, fine. But no. When I was looking at doing the sign-up for beta for Fallout 76, they were charging full price for it. So, without even the game getting fixed or being released, you were still expected to pay, like up here in Canada, I think it was like $70 for the game, that you yourself were doing the testing for. And I thought about that, and I was like, no, man. I mean, if it was like $15 or $20 maybe, but I'm not going to plop down $70 on a game I don't even know I'm going to want. And then I was looking up, because they had a lot of really cool feelies, we used to call them, you know, like the stuff that comes along with a video game. They had a lot of cool stuff that they were going to release for that. I think there was like an art book, and you had like a replica power armor helmet and stuff like that, and that stuff was cool. And I was like, okay, well, if you order the special edition of this, I looked it up. They didn't sell that in Canada. Like, you could not pre-order anything but the base version of the game in Canada. You could only pre-order the fancier editions of the game in the States, and that was it. And that was another strike against them, so I was like, I don't know about this. But yes, to answer your question from earlier rolls, I was getting mauled to death by a zombie. That's how it was going. It's dead now, so... Yeah, I've basically filed Fallout 76 under something that nothing really anybody asked for, and something I definitely don't want. I'm really curious to see what this sci-fi game Bethesda is doing is, Starfield. What's making that... Oh. Random vibrating skeleton hand is making that noise. Oh, they didn't even give you a disc for it when you bought it for PC? That makes even less sense, because especially if you... Like, I'm a big proponent for physical copies. Like, I don't get physical copies for everything, but I like doing it. Like, I like the idea of actually having the game. Oh yeah, that's right, like from the previous quote, like you say, Rolls, it's like, yeah, zombies are basically on par with cats, except these zombies were basically on par with friggin' jaguars. Oh, hi, Siradar!
Did you really think that I'm surprised to see you here? I let you find me. What better place to get rid of you than all the way out here? No messy bodies left behind, no evidence. I was sloppy last time with Roland's lover, and I won't make the same mistake twice. After I'm through with you, I'll find Roland and finish what I started. I knew hiring you was a mistake, but I had to keep up appearances. The damned Order insisted we get you into the picture. I think after I'm done with Roland, Gillen and Greythroat will have to be dealt with. Quite a list of things to do, wouldn't you say? Well, enough of my monologue. Time to feed.
I like how he seems to know that he's monologuing.
What's the matter?
Very self-aware, Senator.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Yeah. Where'd you go? Oh, you fell down.
Show me.
Do! I've slain Senator. I should return immediately to Roland's cabin and give him the news. Yeah, see, like you said there, that is something that I am also concerned about. Like, I understand how digital distribution is pretty handy, and I don't mind it to a degree, but I don't like the idea of it completely supplanting physical copies of things, because a physical copy of something is going to last you longer if you take care of it than it just being digitally stored somewhere. Which, you know... The best example I can give of that is I do own a physical copy of Oblivion, but I'm currently playing it on Steam, because I got it real cheap on Steam there a while ago, because I didn't have my physical copy on me. But, I own literally hundreds of games on Steam. I usually get them on sale, but one thing that's always in the back of my mind, and I don't know that this is something that'll ever happen to Steam, but there was this fairly popular, it was like Steam, except it was like manga. Like, you were able to buy manga through this digital distribution site. Or, like, app or whatever the fuck it is, like Steam. And then you could just download it and read it. Good. You know, it's great. Except that thing then went under. And the people who owned manga through it, the people who bought manga through this application, they lost their entire libraries. Like, so however much money they spent on it, however many books they owned, they could not access them anymore. And that's a crazy thing to think about. Because, I mean, at the very least, if I have a physical copy of a game over there on my bookshelf, I know that if I've got a system that can run it, I can play it. So I don't know, that's just, like, I don't know, I just feel like digital distribution is great and is convenient, but I hope it doesn't completely eradicate owning a thing. Oh, what, you had to download a launcher for the game? Even though they didn't give you a disc for it? See, if they gave you a disc, that wouldn't be a thing you had to do. And the company that made Fallout had to have their own launcher to only have the game on it, of course. Oh yeah, and that's right, the whole thing that's going on with Epic, Apple, and Google. It just takes one little fuckery, like you say, with that, and then bam. Thankfully, I don't really, like, have much invested in any of Epic or Apple's stuff. That's not a thing I have, so... Like, I don't much care about the Epic Game Store or any of the stuff they have for the most part. But I know that is a complete clusterfuck what's going on with them now, and I'm glad I have nothing to do with it. I'm taking all of your clothes. I'm gonna leave you in here completely naked. Oh, he nearly killed me. I didn't even notice that. Armor. Armor. He had a full set of elven armor. Do I have anything? Oh, I didn't actually repair my stuff when I came back, did I? You know what, that just gives me water walking, and that's not even that great of an enchantment, so I'm probably going to swap those out with the elven boots. I think I want to keep the rest, though, because they've got pretty good enchantments on them. Like, that increases my acrobatics, so I'm cool with that. And, the bands give me 20 points to my unarmed, so, yeah. Yeah, I don't really play a lot of MMOs, but there was a... Okay, so there's a company you care about the shutting down. Well, what company is that? Like, I don't... I'm sometimes up on video game industry news, but a lot of times I usually get it much later after it's been announced. So, what company is it that's shutting down now? I might have heard of it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Oh good, there's a potion of cure disease here. That's handy because I've been inflicted with the vampire disease. I should fix that. I will allow myself to be turned into a vampire at some point so I can go through that quest chain. I just don't want to do it right now. A company named Mass Entertainment, or On Mass Entertainment, is shutting down. They made a game called Terra. I think I heard of that game. I think I know about that. I never played it myself, but I do know it's been around for quite some time. Okay, it's a game that was released in North America way back in 2012. It was created by a developer called Krafton. It was published by On Mass Entertainment, yeah. Okay, well that kind of sucks. Is there a bed in here I can sleep in? No? Okay. That's something I think about sometimes, you know, is it's not a thing that, well, I can't say it's not a, I can't say that it's completely a new thing anymore because there's been so many online worlds now for a while. Like, some of the first online games happened, like the first big ones anyway, came out back in the 90s, so, you know. But, like, you've got these online worlds that people have invested so much time in, and they just sort of vanish sometimes. And it could just be that the servers are taken down, the companies have gone under, or sometimes it's just, it's not something people are interested in anymore. And even, in my opinion, that's even sadder again, because what ends up happening is that players just leave these worlds, and they're just like, it's almost like an apocalypse happened. So the worlds are there, but there's nobody in them. A fairly big streamer did a stream a while ago where he visited an online fantasy server where people could just basically make it was something called Active Worlds or something like that, I think is what it was called. And it was something that was really big back in the early 2000s, but pretty much nobody goes there anymore. And he just... I think he used to have an account there, so he logged back on again. He wandered around and looked at all these different things people built, and there was nothing. There was nobody there. Like all these little half-finished stories and all these completely finished buildings and castles and shit, and he waxed philosophical about it. It's like, people invested large chunks of their lives to this. Like, this was their life to a degree. And he just found it really surreal that nobody was there anymore. So it's an interesting thing to think about. You can almost do like a sort of digital archaeology just looking through these places. Oh, so the rights of the game are going to go to another company? Okay, so maybe the game will still carry on, just not with the same people who, you know, were handling it before. But see, I was never much for online games and stuff like that, so I never really, I don't know, I can't really speak to that, because there aren't very many that I was really into that I imagine are completely empty anymore. Because the only games I really played a lot online were Diablo 2 and Warcraft 3. Those were the two games I played a lot online, and I think they still have fairly... active communities. Raw!
I need you.
Oh, god damn it. I shouldn't have used that cure disease potion before I was done down here. Oh well. Of course, that being said, another thing that's actually going away pretty soon, that I do have a bit of a nostalgic investment in, is Adobe Flash Player. Apparently Flash is just going to be completely destroyed, more or less, at the end of the year. And I spent, like a lot of people who had access to the internet in the early to mid-2000s, I spent a lot of time on Newgrounds, and there were a lot of Flash games I played there. Some of them were actually really good, others were not that great. But I mean, there's literally hundreds of games on Newgrounds and sites like it that operated entirely off of Flash, and I think they've actually got their own player that they kind of set up that means that those games are still going to be active after Flash goes away. But think about it. Like, when it's gone, the thing that created, that drove the people to make those games is just gone. It's crazy. Video called Death of a Game I should look up. Yeah, I might actually do that. I'm gonna write that down just so I'm aware of it, just so I can keep it in mind. Because that kind of thing fascinates me. Because the thing you gotta keep in mind about the video game industry is that it's still a relatively young industry, but it's starting to get to the point where it's actually, well, not that young anymore, I guess. Not the one I wanted to hit.
Blood. I need your blood.
I like my blood where it is.
Oh!
So yeah, the video game industry is starting to develop like a history and mythology, like, say, the film industry does. Because I mean, there's all kinds of like lost games and missing code and hidden Easter eggs and stuff like that that are almost on par with just, like, say, lost movies and things like that, right? It's gone from being such a niche thing to being one of the biggest entertainment industries in the world, and that's kind of crazy to think about, really. When I say one of, it's actually the biggest entertainment industry in the world at this point. Oh, the same crowd that did the video you're talking about did one about Mixer? Oh boy. That should probably be interesting. See, even though I stream myself, I don't really follow, like, a lot of the... like, the breaking streamer news, I suppose, is the best way to put it. It's not the kind of thing I really follow that much. I had to spell. So, like, when I heard Mixer was a thing, the first thing that I thought about was, it's like, yeah, I don't really have a very big Twitch channel, but I'm not just gonna switch over to Mixer just because it's brand new, because, like, I've barely figured out how this works. I'm not gonna burn that to the ground and move over to something else. And yet you had people who were real big migrating over to that platform, and then it went under, and, like, what, Mixer was really only going for about a year, maybe 2? Okay, yeah, so that's definitely something I should check out too. I don't know, stuff like that can be pretty fascinating if you really stop and think about it, right? Like, I have a lot of issues with Twitch sometimes, don't get me wrong, but it's still the biggest game in town. And it's such, even though streaming has gotten so big, it's still such a very niche, very specific thing that it doesn't really have a lot of share, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, you can't have as many game streaming services like this as you can, say, TV and movie streaming services like we do now. Which itself is only like the bad old days of cable, let's be honest. Ooh, Grand Soul Gem. Somebody who watches the stream, Zach, I believe his name was, he popped by when I was either streaming this or something else, and he was playing, because I think he's playing Oblivion himself, and he was wondering where he could find some Grand Soul Gems, so I don't know, I just found it, maybe I can tell him, I was like, hey, go to Memorial Cave, there's a coffin at the end of it. You might be able to find a Grand Soul Gem there. I don't have any other cure disease potions, do I? Yes, I do, thank God. Alright. I won't become a vampire today. No, sir, not me. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, no, that might be a documentary or a video or whatever it is that I should probably look into. Because I always do find, like, background stories about shit that goes on with video games fascinating. Like, seeing as how I'm streaming Chrono Trigger, now for Retro Sunday, something I heard about that, which I didn't realize, is that apparently... Because when I was streaming Chrono Trigger last, I was kind of talking about how I'm like I'm not really a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII, which is not to say I don't like it. It's just that I don't think it really deserves the hype that it gets to that degree, right? And I cited that I actually liked Chrono Trigger more, because there's a lot of stuff that Final Fantasy VII was praised up for doing that Chrono Trigger kind of did itself already. And so did Final Fantasy VI, for that matter, because there's a lot of story beats in Final Fantasy VI that are same as the story beats in Final Fantasy VII. But two things. Number one, Chrono Trigger didn't really sell very well when it was first released. It didn't gain its reputation as being one of the best RPGs ever until much later. So that's one thing. And the second thing that I really didn't know is apparently Chrono Trigger, at least the bare bones idea of Chrono Trigger, was what they originally had in mind for Final Fantasy VII. Like, the ideas they were tossing around for Chrono Trigger was what they were going to make. Like, they were going to take that and they were going to form Final Fantasy VII around it, but instead they decided to nix that and they made Chrono Trigger instead. But I want to tell you that your vampire troubles are over, Roland. Let me in. Let me in, Roland! Let me in! I guess I'll wait. Yeah, see, RuneScape's an interesting one, because that's something that... like, that was like one of the first big ones, wasn't it? And aren't there still RuneScape servers around? I know it's probably not officially a game anymore, but I think people still can play it, can't they? Hello.
I hope you're here to bring me good news.
Serador is dead. I have killed him with these mitts.
Captain Lex blames the Grey Fox for stealing the tax collection. He wants a bounty put on the Grey Fox, but the Legion commander has refused.
Oh, well, yeah, you said the original RuneScape, so yeah, of course. The RuneScape that probably exists now is probably a different beast than the original. Yeah, exactly. Also, how do you know about the stolen taxes in the Imperial City? You've been living out here this whole time. You weren't in the city when I did that.
Horrid creatures. I hope we never see one in the Imperial City again.
You know, you probably shouldn't go see Lord Jackman then. Or go in the sewers underneath the arena.
He's dead? Oh, thank goodness. I feared I'd never be able to leave here, or worse, that he would come for me. I can finally return home. The ironic thing is that I think the Order of the Virtuous Blood should continue its work. Perhaps I'll speak to the others. Yes, I think that the Order will live on. Give me time to make arrangements and meet me in Serador's basement.
Come alone.
Let us never speak of that abomination again. I'll see you in the Imperial City.
But we can talk about him all you want. I can keep telling you about how I killed him with these mitts. Like that. See, I punched him in the face like this, and boom. It was like, boop, and then he went down. It was great. I've slain Serador and should immediately return to Roland's cabin, give him the news. I returned to Roland's cabin and told him what had transpired. He thanked me for clearing his name and vowed to take Serador's place to continue the Order of the Virtuous Blood. I'm going to sleep in your bed now. Hello again, my friend. Good night, my friend. Life isn't over. You can still get smarter, or cleverer, or more experienced, or meaner. But your body and soul just aren't going to get any younger. Yeah, speed. That affects total magicka, but yeah, I can't get a bonus on it, so there's no point. Let's increase strength and endurance. Oh yeah, I vaguely remember Toontown. Like, I used to see ads for it on the back of, I think, like, Archie comics and shit all the time. Another one that died recently was Club Penguin, right? That, they finally shut that down a couple of years ago, didn't they? Which, I mean, I'm all for Penguins, so, you know. Even though I never played the game, it's something I was aware of. Well, let's head back to the Imperial City. I'll dive in and see if I can have a chat with Serador, because I can make a hell of a lot of money now off of him. Not Serador, Roland. Serador is dead, I can't talk to him. Unless I commune with his spirit. Leap! Leap! Leap!
Pieces of steel to hide yourself behind.
Me jump good! I like how Roland has essentially moved into Serador's house now.
Hi there. I didn't know Serador was a vampire. I swear. I serve Roland now. Please, accept my apologies for my error in judgment.
Because you see, if you kill a man by proxy, you can move into his house. It's like, I never really played a lot of Morrowind myself, but apparently you couldn't really get any player-owned homes in Morrowind, at least not in the base game. So a friend of mine, what he would always do is he would always go to Vivek, the main city that's in that game, and he would find a specific NPC who he knew didn't have any quests associated with them. He knew they weren't important. He would murder them, and he would steal their house. Because I don't think containers and stuff really respawned in Morrowind, or at least if they did, they didn't do it all that much, so you could just murder somebody and take their home in that game. Oh, I actually remember the Matrix MMO. I did see a lot of stuff about that. I should not steal that shovel. They made a few Matrix games. I don't think any of them were all that good, let's be honest.
Please forgive my ignorance. Had we known about Serador, we'd never have put you in harm's way.
I mean, you're the one who called me in the first place.
The Order welcomes him.
It's the least we can do after we nearly had you kill him.
I'm astounded that the very thing we decided to fight turned out to be in our midst. I'm afraid there isn't much more I can tell you. Perhaps one of our books can answer any more questions you may have.
Oh, the Matrix MMO was actually pretty interesting? Well...
Vampires are clever, so watch your back.
I can see how something like that actually wouldn't be too bad.
Hello
like
again,
it's certainly a setting that can really fit for that.
It's good to see you again. I'm so sorry that we didn't realize Serador's deception.
Like, I feel like you'd be able to get like a really good Shadowrun vibe or something like that with the Matrix setting.
He'll make a fine replacement for Serador. It's the least we can do.
You know, because you nearly had me kill him, yes.
He was a traitor. Thanks to you, the Order lives on. Long live the Order.
Except none of you are going to actually go out and kill vampires. You're just going to pay me to do it.
Touching a vampire, or even the corpse of a vampire, can result in infection. Do be careful. If you want to know more, browse our library. Be ever vigilant.
It's so good to see you again. I've spent a good deal of time speaking with Gillen and Greythroat. They agree that the Order should live on. Not only that, but we'd like to make you an honorary member. If you're ever in need of our services, we'd be happy to provide them for you. In addition, we'd like to reward you with this enchanted ring. Use it well in the fight.
Okay, that's actually interesting then. That kind of reminds me of another one. I think it's one that's still operating, though the show doesn't exist anymore. There was this sci-fi show called Defiance. And at the same time they released the TV show, they released an MMO about it. And the events in the game impacted the events in the show, and vice versa. Which I don't know how they swung that. I think it wasn't so much like character actions, they just had events that they set up that in the game it affected what was going to happen in the show. And, like, an event that had, like, a twist or something that would have happened in the show would have, affected, like, storylines or whatever in the game or something like that. Which is an interesting, like, freaky concept to pull off, but maybe not that practical.
Let us never speak of that abomination again. At least there are a few less vampires in the world now. Well done. But there are more of these creatures that still roam Cyrodiil. If any of our books can help you in the cause of destroying more, you're welcome to read them.
These guys are really keen on me reading their books. Since you're an honorary member of the
Order, if you bring back proof you've slain a vampire, we'd be glad to compensate you. Bring back the vampire dust from their remains. That should be proof enough.
Done and done.
Excellent. Another vampire has been slain. Here's your reward.
Yeah, because, like I was saying earlier, keeping Roland alive is the best way to do this, because you can still bring vampire dust to Cyrodiil if he's still alive, and he'll give you a reward for it, but he only gives you 50 gold. Roland gives you 250. So this is a great way to make a lot of money.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
And we get to hear Roland say excellent over and over again, like he's a more cheerful Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
Or hear him talk about eggs. 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 Eggs.
Return to me. May the sun...
Eggs.
I'd always safeguard your path.
How do you do?
Alright, let's go make even more cash money, because I got a lot of shit I can sell at the market. City of Heroes is actually... It's stupid. I bought a copy of City of Heroes real cheap, and I never played it. And now I don't think it even exists anymore. I have a physical copy of City of Heroes over there on my shelf, and I never played it. Because I found it secondhand dirt cheap somewhere. Like somebody was just selling their copy of this online game. It seemed like an interesting concept all the same, but I just never got into it.
Good day. For you, of course.
Oh wait, no, I've already maxed you out, haven't I? No, I'm not even going to bother to try. Time to be rolling in cash. After being dirt poor for so long. Ooh, now I might be able to, beg for a little bit more cash. I think I might hang on to that. Oh, fans actually started their own City of Heroes servers. Yeah, it's funny because that's the thing that happens every now and then too. Is like, you know, the company itself will shut it down, but then it's like fans that are savvy enough to do it will kind of like
need to make a
crap.
A good price for a good.
Okay, 64 is as high as I can go, I guess.
That's a fair deal.
Ring of Sunfire is actually a pretty good one. I think I might actually get rid of the Ring of Agility, because resisting disease and reflecting spells seems like these two are really good high defense rings, so. $10,000 gold! Hot damn. I am in the money, as they say.
A pleasure to serve you. Goodbye.
Oh no, Sergius, the pleasure is all mine. Kiss. Kiss. Obviously, I've had too much whiskey. I'm starting to get flirty with the shopkeep. Battleborn's a relatively new one, isn't it? Although I seem to recall it was not very well received. Seeing as how you're asking about Battleborn, that's something that only came out, like... Well, my concept of time is starting to get a bit sketchy, but I feel like it's something that's only been out for a couple of years. Oh yeah, that ring. I was going to equip that ring. Alright, I'm actually going to, I'm nearly done streaming for the night, but I think I might get to my next destination before I stop. Oh, well, really? Battleborn is shutting down in 2021? Wow, they really didn't do all that well, did they?
What's this about?
You are much less clothed than the last time I saw you. You wouldn't know a good time if it crept up and bit you on the ass.
It's you. Hi.
What's happening?
I know, that's fine, Hollow. I like talking about this stuff every now and then because, again, it's a type of gaming that I'm not really into. Like, I've never really been into a lot of the big MMOs or... Oblivion just crashed. Good for it. Good for it. Well, let's open it up again and see where it auto-saved. Like, I was never into, like, competitive online games or, MMOs or stuff all that much. So it's always interesting to me to find out, like, track what's happening to them. And I know Battleborn has had a very rocky history, and it seems like that's finally going to do it in. Oh, thanks for that, Hollow. I hope you do too. Like I said, I'm not quite finished streaming yet. I'm going to try to get to Coral, the next city I have to go to for the main quest. And then, after that, I'm probably going to stop. And then, after that, if I do a bonus stream, it's going to be on Saturday, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But the next time I'm definitely going to be streaming is going to be Sunday for Chrono Trigger. Or Retro Sunday. Now that's not supposed to be there. I am shocked. I am shocked that that worked. Usually if you try to rearrange items in this game, it's like some sort of ghost comes in and yells, "Fuck you," and upends everything. There's a lot of asshole ghosts in this game. Put away Saradar's clothing because I'm some sort of creepy serial killer, apparently. I'll put away the Ring of Agility. Hang on to that. Alright, that'll do. Do I have any items that need repairing? No. Okay! Well, there's a few other things I can do that'll take me far afield. And I've got some stuff I can do here, I guess. I don't know, I can do a bunch of deliveries and shit too, but I feel like that's going to take a while to get enough so I can do intercity deliveries, so screw it. Let's actually activate the main quest again. Let's mosey on over to Coral. Oh yeah, no, just because I'm not into MMOs and games like that doesn't mean I find it interesting the way they change the landscape, I guess is the best way to put it, like the effect they have on the industry. To some degree, I find that effect to be relatively negative, because the thing that I kind of get aggravated about is that, especially, this is something I've been noticing happening increasingly in the last 10 years, ever since online connectivity is a thing that, like, especially console games have more and more often. And that's a lot of games seem to sacrifice their single-player content for multiplayer content, which I am not too pleased about. Like, even one of my most favorite games of the past couple of years, a game that I was waiting for a solid 8 years, Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I loved Red Dead Redemption 2, don't get me wrong. It's, like, I loved the game. The story was great. But one of my favorite things about the first game was the completely off-the-wall DLC they released for that, Undead Nightmare, the bizarre zombie-themed DLC they released for the first game. And the unfortunate thing is, it is highly likely that we're never going to see anything like that for the second game, because I say Rockstar is only focusing on online DLC, online content. And I do like Red Dead Online. That's one of the few online games that I do play, and oddly, that's largely because I can play it like it's not an online game. Who are you?
Oh, what's this? Yeah!
Woman, why are you setting me on fire? Ow.
You orc filth.
Now that's too far. No, you burn. That hammer went sailing down the hill, didn't it? Shit, I would have liked that. I'd like to sell that. Oh well. But yeah, no, it's funny. Like I was saying, I like Red Dead. I like Red Dead Online largely because I can play it like it's a single-player game. I don't have to bother with anybody, and I just ride around and do my own thing. Yes, exactly. There's, like, the thing I really liked, because I actually enjoyed the online mode for Red Dead Redemption, the first one, too. Like, it's one of the few online competitive games I was actually good at for a while. But I'm not saying that, you know, online games shouldn't be a thing. It's just, I feel like a lot of focus is being drawn away from single-player experiences. But where the hell were you? Where were you, guard? This random crazy woman in the road was setting me on fire with a big mallet. But yeah, no, single-player experiences. I just feel like those are taking a hit for the betterment of online situations. A perfect example of that is apparently Rockstar, because I guess I'm going to be talking about them now. Rockstar announced that when the PS5 comes out. Hello? Bear! Oh god, Bear! When the PS5 comes out, apparently they're going to re-release Grand Theft Auto 5 on it. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a game that came out on the PS3. The PS3, 2 generations prior to the new system. And you know the only reason they're going to do that is so that they can make more money off of Grand Theft Auto Online, because that's what they're making all their money on now. Even Red Dead Online isn't making that much money. And I just find that crazy.
Whoa!
Oh god. Oh god. Quick save, just in case. That guard wasn't there to save me from the bandit. He's not here to save me from the bear. I swear to god, why do I even pay my taxes? He says as if he actually pays taxes. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, Mr. Bear. I'm gonna go this way, and you just stay there. You go maul the next passerby. Yeah, I forgot there was this huge frigging fort in the middle of the road on the way to Coral. I actually kind of like this set piece. It makes sense that there'd be one on the road. Ah! Oh yeah, thanks a lot for dropping by, Hollow. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you have a good weekend as well. And I will see you next time you drop by. Honestly, seeing as how I you know, have this thing on my map now, I think I might just explore this fort before I carry on. This will be the last big thing I do with the stream tonight. I know I said I wasn't really going to be going through dungeons all that much, but you know what? It's here. It's here, it got in my way, I need to kill all its residents. Oh, hello, Zach. Welcome to the stream. Better late than never. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm probably going to be stopping relatively soon, but I am going to clear out this dungeon before I do. I hope you're having a lovely night, or day, or whatever time it is where you are. For me, at the moment, it is currently 11:30, so we're getting pretty close to midnight. I wasn't planning on streaming this for this long, but you know what? I do enjoy Oblivion. And I got to punch a bunch of vampires to death, and I mean, what's not to love about that? Also, I may have drank entirely too much whiskey, so there's that too. What missions am I doing, and what did you miss? Well, I shouldn't have any more whiskey, but here we go. I need to have a little bit more to tell this tale. 1 second. Honestly, most of what I did was I fought in the arena a bit, and I did the Imperial Corruption quest, you know, the one where you have to track down the shady Imperial Watch Captain who's been shaking down residents and shopkeepers and such. And I did the Virtuous Blood one where I had to hunt down a local vampire, and then I made a pile of money because I had a bunch of vampire dust I was able to sell afterwards. Like, that's a really good quest to do for no other reason than you can make a shitload of septums. He just sleeping. Ooh. Yes, I'll take those, thank you. So by this, I take it I might have to fight goblins down here, perhaps? I guess we'll see what I'm going to have to be punching to death. Oh, actually, when I did the last quest I did, though, to track down and kill that vampire, Zach, I thought about you, because weren't you playing Oblivion and you came into chat one time asking where to find Grand Soul Gems? Because I found a Grand Soul Gem that didn't have anything in it at the end of that quest. There was one in a coffin. I don't know if it always spawns there or what, but I just found one. Oh, you're going to do the Prophet quests. You know, I don't think... Because I finished most of the quests in this game, but I don't think I ever did the Knights of the Nine quest, which is the one you're talking about. Oh, you found the Grand Soul Gems after? Good, good. Like, I know how the Knights of the Nine questline ends, but I'd never played it all the way to completion myself. So I was just a questline tease, if you want to look at it that way, I guess, if you want to be real gross about it. I feel like the Knights of the Nine quest might be something I don't do until later on in this anyway. I'm going to try to focus on the main quest and finish it as much as I can, doing other ancillary quests along the way. Oh, that was great. I timed that perfectly. You are already dead. Lunge and punch in the snout. You had to make a whole new character because you switched from PS4 to your PC. Honestly, I feel like Oblivion is a game you're better off playing on PC anyway, let's be honest. Like, I played the PS3 version of this because me and my brother bought a copy of the PS3 version of Oblivion, and it looked really great, actually. Like, the PS3 ran Oblivion really well. The problem is, if you run into glitches that fuck up your game, you can't do anything to fix it if you're playing it on a console. At the very least, you can, like, phase through scenery and, like, advance quest steps and stuff like that in this with the console commands, which is very handy. You know what, I don't need a torch, it's light enough in here anyway. Oh, the Dark Elf was the vampire, eh? The Dark Elf you were playing as. Yeah, I nearly turned into a vampire myself, but I decided against it. I will become a vampire eventually just so I can do the Cure Thyself questlines, but I don't really want to do that right now. Achoo! Oh, you're a tough boy, ain't you? Oh, there's two of you! Oh shit! Ron. Oh, you guys are three stooges in it. Well, they were getting caught in the walls. Ow.
Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Yeah, the problem with playing as an unarmed fighter is, like, you can get mauled so badly. Took forever how to figure out how to mod with OBSE, wire bash, and shit like that. Yeah, way back in the day when we first got Oblivion, shortly after it came out, I tried my hand at modding stuff, and I mean, I was pretty young too then, so I didn't understand how a lot of it worked. I still don't, let's be honest. But I've been using... Okay, so if you go on... Like, there's a website called Nexus, where you can find a bunch of mods for piles of games. And they have their own mod installer called Vortex. And if you put your mods in that, it actually does tell you a pretty succinctly how you need to, like, mods, load order, and what you need to install for what mod to work and that kind of thing. It handles a lot of the front end of it for you, which I noticed was really nice. Because that's what I use for a lot of the mods I have here. Oh, you use Nexus? Alright. But, like, I found that very helpful for the few mods that I did put into this. And I didn't, like... mod the game too much because I want it to be mostly vanilla. But I wanted a different experience from just vanilla, which is why I added like better cities and stuff like that. Oh yeah, Vortex is like their own mod managing system that you can download it off of their site. That's what I'm using to do my mod order on this. Which reminds me, there's a mod that I need to add. I don't really want to add very many more, but there's a companion mod that I didn't realize it. But he wasn't the mod creator, but the mod creator asked him to write lines for the character that he made, and he agreed. And the man I'm talking about is my favorite author, the unfortunately late, but very much great, Sir Terry Pratchett, writer of the Discworld books. There is a character, I think Vilya or something like that is her name. She's a companion character you can add with a mod. And I think 300 or 400 lines of her dialogue are written by Terry Pratchett. And it's insane that that's a thing that happened. But I mean, Terry Pratchett was like a really big computer gamer. He loved computer games, so... Oh. So I'm gonna have to install that mod probably next time I stream Oblivion. I don't want to go in there, it's a silly place. What, are you blind? Not blind enough, apparently. Hey, step over here.
Oh!
Why are you so fast? Whoa! Whoa! Oh yeah, I've got the Kvatch rebuild installed. I haven't seen too much of it yet because I haven't been back that way. I'm not gonna head back to Kvatch until the main quest brings me there. Because I used an alternate start mod too, where I came in on a boat and anvil, and the thing that that mod does, the interesting thing that it does, is it also makes it so that Kvatch is still intact until the Oblivion Crisis actually starts. Not that there's much you can do in Kvatch then, but, you know, it's interesting that it's there. I forgot about that again. But yeah, no, this really freaky, iridescent colored orc is just crouching down next to the guy and he doesn't notice he's there. Nobody ever said goblins were all that smart. Nobody ever said that orcs were all that smart. Oh shit! Nobody ever said that orcs were all that smart. I didn't think it could hit me if I was in the center. Oh yeah, the way that the mod works is that, like, everything is the same. Like, most everything you can do in the game proper, you can still do. But the main quest won't start until specifically you get arrested and you get sent to jail in the Imperial City. I don't think it even gives you the option to, like, pay the fine or resist arrest. As soon as you get caught in the Imperial City, they automatically haul you off to jail and they put you in the cell that starts the main quest. Which I like, because I don't know if there's a specific goblin tribe that lives here. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna kill her anyway. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I like, because if you play these games the way that I do, you end up making several characters just to try them out, and you get really sick of playing through the early game way too many times. Like, how many times did I see that fucking prison cart in Skyrim? Oh, you're finally awake. If anything, I find it more annoying in Skyrim than I do here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the opening questline in Oblivion, it's still got a fair bit of dialogue, but I feel like it goes by pretty quick. But in Skyrim, it just takes forever.
Ooh.
She's leading me deeper into the dungeon. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta work my way back to where I first ran into her. I don't think I missed anything. Who's shooting me? Where are they? Quick save it too, just in case. Oh, there he is. Archer duel. I'm probably gonna run out of arrows before I kill him, let's be honest. Gotta build up that old marksman trait though, don't I?
Oh!
Ow. It's a silly thing, but something I actually like that's a feature in Skyrim that's not in this game. And it's purely cosmetic, it's something that doesn't even really matter. Is that I noted that when you fire at enemies with, when you fire at enemies with enchanted arrows, or arrows from an enchanted bow in this game, ow, it doesn't show the arrows on your enemy's body after, you know, you kill them. They just vanish for some reason. But in Skyrim, it doesn't matter if the arrows aren't enchanted or they are, they just appear. Which, I don't know, it's a nice touch. It's something I like for some reason. If for no other reason than I just want to see how good my aim was. Yeah, see, I don't know. I've when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6, I've been steadily losing faith in Bethesda, let's be honest. But I'm still holding out hope that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be something I enjoy. But the issue I have with that is that they've said repeatedly that their sci-fi game, Starfield, is going to come out before ES6, and they haven't announced anything about Starfield yet. Nothing big, anyway. So it's like, unless Starfield comes out next year, I'm not expecting to see the next Elder Scrolls game until another 3 or 4 years from now. I'm expecting to see another Skyrim re-release before we see Elder Scrolls 6. They're probably going to release a new version of Skyrim on the newer consoles, let's be honest. Which I find infuriating, but okay. I mean, much as I enjoyed Skyrim, I don't need to see it released again. Hell, I would personally, I know that there's modders who are doing it, but I would personally like to see just Bethesda say fuck it and release an updated version of this game with the Skyrim engine. Just do that. Just do that. I'd be happier with that. Like, don't change anything else. Just use the Skyrim engine. Use this game. Like, use it for this game, and that's it. Oh. I'm done with this fort. Yeah, see, that's actually the funny thing, because I was talking about, somebody else was in the stream earlier, and I was talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 for various reasons. And I really liked the first game in that series. Well, if I say first game in that series, you'd think I'm talking about, Red Dead Revolver, but I didn't play that. But, like, I really liked the first Red Dead Redemption, and I was hoping for a sequel for years. So I had to wait 8 years for a Red Dead Redemption sequel, because the first one came out in 2010, second one came out in 2018. It's been longer. There's been a longer period of time between Elder Scrolls releases. That's something that only just occurred to me just now. Because Skyrim was released in 2011, and now it's 2020. It's been 9 years. And we don't seem like we're... It's been 9 years between Elder Scrolls releases, and we don't see any indication of when the 6th game is coming out. 9 years. And in between that time, they've re-released...
This is a hold-up. Hand it over or die.
How about no? But yes, it's been 9 years since they released Skyrim, and they've released 5 or 6 different versions of Skyrim since then. It's a crazy thing to think of. No, take it from me if you can.
We can play it that way if you like. Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry?
Baby's gonna set you on fire.
You're pathetic.
Yeah! Oh!
Baby gonna make you burn. Where did that potion come from? Excuse me, hold off for a minute. Oh, interesting.
Ha!
Yeah. Ha! Just my sword while you...
Yeah!
Stop hitting me with your hammer!
Yeah. To be I can't more fearsome than you. Today you die.
Oh! Oh!
That's right, take a cat nap. Where the hell did your hammer go? Hand it over or die. Exactly. Like the hammer he was using just rocketed into the sky. That's probably up on the top floor somewhere now. Yes, I'm slapping him with feathers. That's what I'm just doing. I'm just wandering around Cyrodiil, just tickling people to death. Okay, yeah, this here is involved in a quest later. I don't think there's much I can do with it yet. Odile Farm. Although one thing I can do is I can break in and steal everything they own. Let's do that. Oh boy, I can steal a rake. Good for me. Do want that Nern root, though. Steal all your food because I'm an asshole like that. I'm a poor starving orc, you see. I'm a growing boy. I need all the corn I can steal. I may as well be true to my word about that. I need all the corn I can steal. I gotta repair my stuff, though. See, that's one thing I keep forgetting about this game, is that item durability is a thing, because they nixed that in Skyrim. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. Because, like, to a degree it's annoying, but to a degree it's kind of like a tactical thing? I don't know. Just got a bowl of cereal and you have no milk, man. Look, coming from somebody like me, like, I eat probably way too much goddamn cereal. I'm someone who averages 2 or 3 bowls a day, okay? Like, to the point where, when I was living with my brother, he started calling me Spoon Man. Do you know why he started calling me Spoon Man? Specifically, he used to sing a couple of lines from that Pearl Jam song, Spoon Man. Because we were always out of teaspoons. Because I kept using them when I ate cereal. Like, I ate so much goddamn cereal that every teaspoon in the house was always dirty. So, I'm saying with feeling that I feel terribly sorry that you have no milk for your cereal. That... Like, most people would probably laugh that off, but you're telling this to me, the Spoon Man, and I know how tragic that can be. Hilarious thing is I'm not even a fan of Pearl Jam, but I can only ever think of that song anymore anytime I eat cereal because of what my fucking brother told me. I was like, oh yeah, no, you're a Spoon Man. Wayne Priory. Which is where I need to go for the main quest, but I think I'm going to ignore that for now. I've arrived in Curl, now to find Joffrey at Wayne Priory. But first I have to sell my random shit. Just eat it with your hands, no milk. I mean, depending on what cereal you have, it could make for a fairly decent dry snack, I suppose. Like eating it like you're eating peanuts or something. Or if you've got yogurt, you can like put it in yogurt and mix it together and eat it like that. Hello, friend.
If you're looking to buy a horse, go inside and talk to Bongond.
Why are you looking at me so dumbfounded?
The Grey Mare isn't a bad place to stay, especially if you're low on septums.
Well, we're pretty low on septums now. The Emperor was just murdered, didn't you hear?
Farewell.
Oh, this is new. Who the hell are you guys? Tarquin Rosselli.
What do you want? Good day.
Balthazar.
Yes?
None of you have anything new to say, unfortunately.
What can I do for you?
Balagol.
Take care.
Oh, this is a neat little place too. This is new as well. yeah, Battlehorn Castle is down that way too. That's something else I need to check out. I didn't think it was there though. I thought it was further down this way. Anyway, I've been playing this for... I've been playing this for far too long. I should probably sell off my crap and finish up soon. But first I need to break into this house. Oh yeah, Hondatar, the hunter. He doesn't actually live in town. His house has always been out here, I think. Even before the mods. You saw Maik the Liar collectible at the mall today and started laughing and people stared at you. I have to ask, what did that look like exactly? I might have to look it up myself. Because I have to be honest, I would have to very much resist buying that on the spot. Like, was it like a, fairly detailed collectible statue? Was it like a little, like, cartoony doll of him? What was it? Maik knows much, tells some. Funny thing about him is I remember way back when I first played this game, I hardly ever ran into him. I saw him several times at the very beginning of this because I started an Anvil. An Anvil is one of the places he stops in the most frequently because he runs a route from Anvil all the way down to Leowin, I think. Taking a break every now and then to search for calipers in random caves. Oh, it's one of those Funko ones, okay. Of all the characters to do for one of those things, because the Funko things are like fairly, I don't know, they're usually like the more obvious things, right?
What?
Oh my god, your face is so tiny.
I could be wrong, but it seems to me there's something shady going on at the Oaken Crozier.
Well, like random meta character, Maik the Liar, is the one that they use. I find that interesting.
I'm Bitneld, the Curse Bringer, Captain of the Coral Guard. What can I do for you?
Fucking hardcore name you have there, Bitneld.
That modern Orion has got no sense of humor. Hell of a warrior, though. No wonder he's done so well in the Fighters Guild.
There are a lot of fine-looking women in Coral, but they're all kind of snooty and not very nice.
Good to know, I'll keep that in mind.
Enough talk.
Well, goodbye to you too. What's this? Oh, random posters, alright.
Hello.
I'm glad I made the trouble to sneak away and try to steal from that sack. No man, the one you need is Lucien LeChance. Get a little Funko Pop figure of him. Public baths, men only. Public baths, women only. This is the women's bathhouse. You may not enter. Well, that's a shame. What in the world are you doing? This is a bathhouse. Why are you wearing all that clothing? Because I'm self-conscious. Aren't you boiling and all that? You forgot about Lucian. Forgive me, dread father. I don't know how well Sithis... I think you've just invoked the wrath of Sithis. You forgot about Lucian LeChance. To do so is to invoke the wrath of Sithis. Honor thy father and thy mother, and also Lucian LeChance. Anyway, I specifically wanted to go in here.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Yes, I am. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well.
See, I could be an asshole to Dharma, but I don't know. See, Dharma is one of the nicest, most personable characters in this game, and being a jerk to her, to me, seems like it's akin to kicking a puppy. So I really don't think I'm going to do that. That, and she has a fairly interesting quest where you have to save her, and you basically become her hero, and that feels nice.
My mother owns this shop. She would be glad of your business.
Have mercy on me, dread father. Save me, Night Mother, oh unholy maiden. I think you've made enough proclamations to the Night Mother and Sithis. You might be safe. Just don't forget about Lucian again.
You too.
Although if you really want to never forget about Lucian, what you need to do is you need to advance the Dark Brotherhood questline in Skyrim enough so that you can get him as like a summonable character. Like you can summon his ghost to help you. And you'll never forget him, because unlike Lucian in this game, Lucian in Skyrim has gone somewhat mad and has become somewhat of a chatty Cathy because he never shuts up. He's always talking to you, all the time.
Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Cedneus, the proprietor. How can I help you? If I don't have what you need, you might try the other coral merchants. Renoir's has books, fire and steel for your armor and weapons. An old cleric with that name comes in now and then. Lives southeast of town on the Black Road at Waynon Priory. Picked up a good book at Renoir's this week. Sure wish I could read it.
What? Is she trying to say she's illiterate? Then how does she know it's a good book? Oh yeah, no, I feel you on that one, Zach, and that's the funny thing to think about. Because everybody in the Dark Brotherhood questline is a horrible monster. And Lucian is quite possibly one of the worst. But it just goes to show the quality of the Dark Brotherhood questline in this game, that it really gets you attached to him. Like, he's quite frequently cited as one of the most favorite characters of people from this game. And he's quite possibly one of the worst people in it. But he's very charismatic, and that quest is very well written. Which, I don't know, I'll always say that a lot of the guild questlines specifically in this game, especially the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild questlines, are much, much better in Oblivion than they are in Skyrim. Like, I didn't get attached to anybody in the questlines in Skyrim, at least not for those. Like, I got pretty attached to some of the companions, which is the Fighters Guild equivalent in Skyrim, but the Mages Guild was meh. Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild was also very meh.
Yes? May I interest you in...
Let's see, what do I have that I can sell to you? Hey, really? I didn't pick up anything? I didn't, did I? I didn't actually loot the bandit.
I can't afford to do...
I didn't loot the bandit I killed, did I?
Come back. Be seeing you.
No, because I got real confused that his hammer disappeared and I didn't even bother looting his corpse. Alright, we gotta go back. Wait, I did loot his corpse. What happened? No, they're there. Did I just not see them? Oh, wait, I know what it is.
Afternoon.
I don't think she's a general goods merchant, is what it is, so she won't actually buy armor.
Go ahead. May I interest you in some of my... Bye.
Yeah, I don't know if there's somebody who will buy everything in this city. I need to actually sell it to specific people.
What do you want? Buy.
Nice robe. Yeah, they kill people with reason, though. They're not bad people. They just worship the void, that's all. But I mean, to be honest, most of the people that they do hire you out to kill, like you personally in this game, are all assholes. So, like most of the people you have to kill in this game for the Dark Brotherhood questline, there's a damn good reason why somebody wants them dead. Especially that jerk who you see in the prison at the beginning of the game.
Hello, I'm Rashida, the smith, and this is Fire and Steel. Quality armor and weapons, repairs too. What can I do for you? I'm sure you've heard that Glistel and Melintus Ancrus are living together. Simply shameful.
I don't know who these people are, so I can't say.
Nice town, but you need money here to live well. Head out of town and do some hunting. Sell the skins, or you can loot old caves and ruins.
Yes, the Night Mother summons you before you kill them.
Yes?
Okay, Rolls, thanks for stopping by. I'm actually going to stop myself now in a bit after I sell my stuff here, but thanks for dropping by. Hope you have a good one. Good night.
You're full of it. Not bad. What? Don't be silly. Not what? That's a bit you're a big fat. Yeah. That's a bit excessive, don't be silly. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Persuasion, wheedling, cajoling, and coercing are all tools of speechcraft. They are tools you seek to excel in. You are now an apprentice of speechcraft. When persuading a character, you now get one chance to rotate the response wedges without having to select an action.
Only quality goods for sale here.
Oh, she's an expert. I'm probably not going to be able to wheedle my way too much here.
I can't make that.
Exactly.
No deal.
God damn.
You've got to be.
Come on. I'll be your friend.
I can't make that. I can't make that.
Wow, you drive one hell of a hard bargain.
No deal.
Try 3. Finally, Jesus. Can I scooch that up one more? Good. One more?
You need to make a better.
No, I cannot.
That's more than I used.
There we go.
That's more than. And excellent.
Can't make that deal, not even for you. But I mean, we're such good friends, aren't we? That's what I thought.
Thank you for. Good day.
Okay, we're good. Alright, so I'm probably gonna save it and quit there, but before I stop, one thing I have to do. Had to stay until she made that deal. Oh well, you know, you're going to enjoy this because you know what's coming now, don't you, Rolls? Now let's see if this will work. It's time! Yes! Boiling sea of cats! So much that they actually drove me into the floor. This is what happens when you don't deal fairly with me. Don't go in there. The place is cursed. It's cursed with cats.
How are you?
Fine.
You know...
One more because... Let's do 200 this time. Why? Because, I mean, what good is it if it's not overkill? Oh, I think I need to, I didn't put a space in, that's why. See, I like how I was going to look up the codes for everything, but I just stuck with mountain lines. Because, why not mountain lines? It's just so... It feels so right to just murder people with a wave of predatory cats.
Hello, mate.
Also that noise they make when they do this. Excuse me, madam. My friend wants a drink. My friend needs a drink. I hate that I find this as funny as I do, but it's just too perfect. Okay, do we have a pretty good spot where, people congregate outside?
Let's hear it. What's the latest?
Okay, here's the hunter. Let's give him more of what he wants. You can get some excellent pelts now, my friend. You can get, why, say, 400 of them. No, mountain lions want the blood of their enemies. They're not much for whiskey. Let's see if this crashes the game.
I've heard the Fighters Guild has managed to recruit a few new members. Good thing.
I think that might have crashed the game. Nope, here they come! Here they come! I like how quiet it was this time. Like, I spawned so many of them that they didn't make the god-awful roaring noise.
Watch out!
There it goes. There it goes. The game crashed. Okay, so 400 is a bit too much, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the camera. Alright, so it seems like maybe about 250 is the number of cats I can spawn without everything just going completely to shit. So, unless I give my, no, what I need to do is, I know I only recently got a better processor on my computer. No, I need to get the highest of high-end processors so I can spawn 1,000 mountain lions in the middle of town in Oblivion. That's what I need to do. I don't need it for any other reason. That's the only reason I need a high-end processor. All cats, all the time. Ugh. Anyway, I've played Oblivion much, much longer than I was anticipating today. Yeah, walk into Best Buy. Yes, I need a 300 mountain lion processor, please. Guess what rolls? That one is going on the list. The list of quotes, I mean. Because that's definitely one we're going to need to add. I'm writing it down right now. I need a 300 mountain lion processor. There we go. New quote to add to the list. But yeah, as for the next Oblivion stream, I'm not 100% sure that I am going to be streaming next week. I won't know this for certain until Sunday. But if I do stream next week, I'm going to be streaming... I'll be streaming Oblivion next Thursday, unless something comes up. And I'm going to try to start at the latest 8 o'clock Newfoundland time. Which I'm not sure what that is in comparison to Eastern Standard Time, which I guess would be the better one to put it on. Let's see, NL time to EST. Okay, so Newfoundland time was an hour and 30 minutes ahead of Eastern Standard Time, so if I'm streaming at 8 p.m. here, for example, then that's going to be 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, if that's the one you're operating off of. So it's going to be Thursday evening anyway, if I am indeed streaming then. Alright, so it looks like our dear friend Bake Zadie is playing Resident Evil 6, so I think what I'll do is I'll send you fine folks over to him. Yeah, we had to be snooty about adding an extra 30 minutes to our time. Oh, no, Newfoundland is really fucked up when it comes to the time zones, because we're one of the only, if not the only, one that has like this little bubble that's a half hour off from everybody else. Everything else is like increments of hours, but for Newfoundland, it's that extra half hour. And of course the province is Newfoundland and Labrador. Like, I'm living in the island portion of the province, but Labrador is part of the mainland. But Labrador is outside of the half hour that the island is in. And I think like there's a little section on the southern part of Labrador that is within that half hour. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong about this, but I think that's the case. But yeah, it's weird. I know it's weird, but there we are. Anyway, so it's highly likely that I'm going to be back again. Well, I say highly likely. I'm definitely going to be streaming again on Sunday for Retro Sunday, of course, doing some more Chrono Trigger. And outside of that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll be back next week. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. So I'll definitely see you guys again next Sunday if you happen to drop by. But until then, I thank you very much for dropping by tonight. Thank you very much for doing that. Hopefully I'll see you next time. And as always, I wish you a farewell, a good night, and now I'm going to send you on over to Baked. As soon as the raid does its thing, because it needs to scale down. Oh, to answer your question, Zach, I am from Newfoundland. That is the last thing I'm going to say before I switch you over to Baked. There we go. I will reveal once again my location. Sort of, kind of. Alright, so I'm going to send you over to Rolls. Not Rolls, Baked. Rolls is here. I'm going to send you over to Baked. They're playing Resident Evil 6, so yeah. So long for now.